Hey guys, welcome to this week in details with my longtime friend VIL, or Nuno for me, because I never call him VIL, which is very strange. So yeah, as usual, we'll start a little bit talking about how we met, a little bit our backgrounds and stuff. And in the meanwhile, feel free to ask your questions. We'll try and do our best to answer everything that you guys ask, okay? Sometimes it might take a little bit long because conversations do develop and stuff, but we'll try to answer all their questions. So, Nuno,
What's up?
what's up, man? All good? You
All good, man.
you in Algarve, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the sunny
chilling,
Algarve.
sunny
Yeah,
Algarve. But it's
exactly.
but it's also but it's the weather like here in Porto, like foggy and cold,
Yeah,
or
but it's foggy and rainy today. Like, kind of, it looks it's more like tropical,
yeah,
like a
like here.
tropical
Yeah,
rainforest.
yeah, like
It's
here
like
as
still a
well.
bit hot. Like you can get a bit of sun, and it's kind of hot, like during the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, but now it's raining and cold, man. Man, you remember here in Portugal 2 weeks ago, man, was the coldest winter or
Yeah,
winter period we have, man. The year was, man,
yeah,
my bones were cracking, man. What the fuck, man? Really?
yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
man, it is Portugal, man. It's people think, oh, it's
exactly.
it's always summer in
No, no, no,
Portugal.
no, 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 no.
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
Lucky as, man. Man, it's like mostly it's like 1 month maximum. Then okay, then I bet you like next month I'll be running on my shorts, man.
Oh, for
That's for
sure.
sure.
Yeah, in Algarve,
Yeah,
yeah. In Porto, no. In Porto, we'll be freezing our asses,
man, it's
for
completely
sure.
different.
But in
Completely
Algarve,
different.
you can go to the beach and also.
Yeah, man.
So
I live, man. The beach is like it's near to me like 5 kilometers. So
yeah.
man, I just grab like no less than like 4 kilometers. I just grab my bike, man. I go pedaling there, man. Like three times a week, 4 times a week. It's so good.
Yeah, man. No, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So yeah,
All right.
basically, I was trying to remember. I always do this. I did this with Artur and João. I think
Hmm.
we met. Actually, I met you after Artur. I
Yeah.
met you before João.
Hmm.
I think it was in 2013,
Yeah. Yeah. Before 2013.
13 or 12
Uh,
or 12. I don't
like
know.
that.
Yeah,
Real long ago. But then we just like we only catch up like really in the Orfeo developer
yeah, yeah,
when you came to play with developer opening
yeah,
in
yeah. True,
Orfeo,
true.
and
We bonded, yeah, like we
yeah,
met,
exactly,
we met.
exactly,
No,
exactly.
I was it was super curious because I was,
Yeah.
well, I played, I did the warm up, of course, and then I
Yeah,
was wandering there, and the bar is outside
yeah,
the dance floor, and I was there, and just like a big guy, like, hey, how are you? And
yeah.
it's like, I
Yeah, totally. I'll
wait,
remember
I was
perfectly.
like, what? Oh yeah, man, Noon Ville,
Yeah,
hey,
what the
what up,
fuck?
man? What
I'm
the
good, man,
fuck?
good, I'm good.
Jesus, finally we
Yeah,
met
man.
and all that thing.
The
Yeah,
starting, yeah,
the
man.
starting
So
of
cool.
everything. Yeah, no, and actually,
I miss Orfeo, man. My
yeah,
God,
yeah, it was a very
I
cool
miss.
place,
Yeah,
Europa.
the venue was
The venue
splendid.
was incredible,
Yeah,
and the cool
yeah, man,
thing,
totally. Was one of my favorites.
and the
One
cool
of my
thing,
favorites.
it was that the fact that you guys had a lot of cool names every week
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Man, I saw Kang Ray. I don't Mini Log. I saw man, my let me tell DJ Deep, Zadig. Man, like he made me. That spot, that place made me really was like I was really good friend of the owners
yeah.
and the fuck the selector, the guy who
See
select the artist, João
yeah,
Pedro.
the
And
Booker,
man,
yeah,
yeah, we still super. He's still doing some things,
some
but
things.
yeah, not yeah.
Yeah, no, that but
But yeah,
it is a pity. Well, okay, despite COVID and all those things, of course, it was a
yeah,
pity when they kind of closed the venue. And I never
yeah.
understood why. It was the
Man,
mayorship? What happened? I never understood.
so to be precise, so Lisbon has a really huge struggle to open clubs
Okay.
and to get fuck, alvará, you know,
Permits,
alvará?
permits, permits,
Permits, the permits,
permits. The
yeah,
permits.
the
Yes.
permits, exactly. So they were it was the zero floor, and you had the three clubs on the same building
Yes.
with only one
One permit.
one permit. So yeah,
Europa, Zero,
Europa,
and
Zero,
and the
and
Kremlin,
and Kremlin, exactly.
Kremlin, the old school
So
Kremlin.
yeah,
Yeah.
they fucked us up with that, and yeah, we need to close. You need to buy one, or you guys move your asses to the other side of the train line, which you can make the noise you want. You can do whatever you want. But here it's a restricted area. You need to get one permit for each clubs. So that's why only Kremlin is working, and the top floor there's another club, so they don't mess around. So that's
Okay.
okay now. But yeah, they had to close, and yeah, but then a lot of bullshit, man, happens, and yeah,
Typical,
and
typical,
you know,
typical Portuguese bullshit
Portuguese, yeah,
about clubbing and night
mhm,
night events and night places
yeah,
to go out. So
exactly.
yeah, dude.
I miss that place, man. Really, shitty sound system,
Shitty
shitty
sounds.
decks,
Yeah,
smell like shit.
yeah, smell like
But I
shit.
still but we
But it
still
was
love it,
amazing,
man.
man, because
Amazing, man.
I think many times, and this is my feeling, like many times people, I understand, like the sound system, it is a must, of course,
Yeah, of course,
but
of
but
course, man.
but
Of
but
course.
but many times it is all the ambience around the club, the people that go there every week, that
Exactly.
makes the club like.
Totally.
It is the curation about that
The vibe,
place,
man.
the
It's the
vibe.
vibe.
It's the vibe,
Yeah. The
and
vibe, man.
it was not the best club in the world,
No.
not even there, but
Like from a 0 to 10 was a 6, but
yeah,
like a good S6,
yeah.
but the vibe was 11.
11, yeah, that was the thing. I felt that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was never like being from Porto and barely going to Lisbon, like nightlife. My only experiences were most of the time Lux Club. Like, okay, it's
Yeah.
Lux.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's some other shit. Yeah. That's
that's
different.
completely like a
Yeah.
different
That's different.
completely
How?
thing.
Yeah. Lux is a house music club, and
Yeah,
sometimes they
first.
play techno. That's
Yeah,
different. Yeah.
yeah.
First of all, it's different. It's
Mm-hmm.
a like luxury club,
Yeah,
amazing. I grow up there too, but it's totally different,
yeah.
man. When you talk about rave,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I like the rave feeling. Europa had had that feeling, you
That
know.
feel. Yeah, I know.
Lux has it, but Lux it's like it's like a theater, man. You know, like
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
something
huge.
very big and beautiful and
Yeah,
super good production,
yeah.
sounds, everything on point. But sometimes the crowd is a bit shitty. That's
Mm,
the only thing. Like
Well,
Saturday nights, yeah. But man, I'm good, man. I can deal with that. I play that a lot of times. But yeah, I can deal with that.
yeah.
That's the truth.
That's
That's the
it
truth.
basically. Yeah, but nonetheless, a cool club. But yeah,
No, man, it's my favorite. My favorite. That's for sure.
me too. In Portugal,
In
actually,
Portugal,
it's my favorite
that's my
club as
favorite.
well. It's my favorite
My
club as
favorite
well.
place. My nowadays, man, it's my favorite place to play, man. Really, I love it. I love it,
It
love it, love it, man.
it
Really.
it is like
Yeah,
the main Portuguese clubs.
yeah,
Not discarding any other clubs on other cities and
yeah.
towns. It is the only club that I haven't ever
Play.
played.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah. I am the
that's
renegade,
what
man.
a shame. What a shame, man.
I'm the renegade.
I
But
think I think Temudo didn't play there yet too, man.
João didn't play there
No.
as well.
Man, that's the thing. We are always talking about, man. Why, man? And I'm
Oh, so
talking
I'm
with
not alone on this shit. So I have João
no,
with
man.
me.
No, man. No, man. No.
Damn, man.
I don't know. Oh, no. Sorry. He only played there. No, sorry. He
He
played there on our showcase, but before that, he didn't got invited anytime. But,
Yeah.
man, that's all good.
Hopefully, and I do
You
believe
will.
this.
Yeah.
Lux will be there once this
No,
pandemic
that's
shit.
for sure, man.
That's for
It's
sure.
and looks it's a
It's a comp.
monument nowadays.
Yeah,
It's a
and it's
yeah.
a company in the terms of how it's managed. So it's a very
Exactly.
well
It's totally
managed,
different.
totally
And
different than a
I
small club.
bet you it's going to be the first ones to get all the helps from the government. It's going to be the first because it's.
It's an
But
institution. It's an
exactly.
institution. That's the
That's
thing.
the word. That's the word.
It's an
I
institution.
was unable to find it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
That's for
thing.
sure.
So yeah, no, it is funny, and sometimes it is super curious also to know that the nightlife in Porto compared to Lisbon, it's super different.
Cool, man.
We
Crazy difference. Really.
we are the same age,
Yeah.
practically the same age. I think it's just 2 years difference.
Yeah.
And at the time that I was going out to see techno in Porto, you guys
Yeah.
were still a little bit on the drum and bass
The drum,
house
yeah, completely
thing.
house, dubstep,
Yeah,
bass music.
bass
Yeah,
music, and then we
I
switched
don't
it
know.
like,
Yeah,
dubstep, drum and bass came
yeah.
back to Porto, and techno
Porto, and
went
then
to
man was
Lisbon.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, man.
totally. Yeah, man, that's so crazy. I talked about that like a while ago with a friend. Like, man, can you realize, man? Like on the early days, like we were playing dubstep, like our friends are like nowadays who play techno, they were playing techno like 2010, 2012. You see, yeah, man, yeah, man. And now and like in 2015 we started to play techno, and then you have like major drum and bass parties, and yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't know why, but yeah, it's so crazy, man. The taste, man, changes like for in like 200 kilometers.
Yeah, it is
It
like,
changed.
yeah, it is like a super small country, and the styles people listen and go out
Yeah,
are completely
yeah,
different. Like,
yeah,
if we were like in France or Germany, which is super big, like, okay, and it's normal,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
super far and stuff. But in Portugal, like 300 kilometers difference, and everybody's on complete on a different thing. It's like,
It's
what
so
is
crazy,
happening?
man. I don't know why,
Me
but
neither.
it happens. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why, man. Really.
And I think we'll never know why.
Yeah,
It is not those things
but yeah,
that you can
but
study.
man, can you realize like 5 years ago, man, we didn't have the connections we do now. We have nowadays, like for like Hayes or like the new collectives that are happening in Portugal. I
Uh huh.
think that changed the game totally, because I think now everybody is connected and
Yeah.
talking about the same stuff. And even if it's drum and bass, there's a new group on Facebook, really good group. It's um, I don't know the name, but it's mostly like the gem of the drum and bass thing. They
Yeah.
are like they are reactivating the scene again, man, and they are like people from Portugal. I mean, all over the place, man, like all together, and that's for me that's beautiful. And same we do like in Hayes, man, like Artur and João, even you, we released you, so
Yeah.
we are like on the same way of thinking.
Yeah.
That didn't happen like before. That wasn't
No,
happening before.
I talked this with Artur the first
Yeah,
time. I grew up on Portuguese
yeah,
times where nobody connected. Like everybody
yeah,
for its, well, small groups for
yeah.
themselves, and nobody wanted to connect in a way, which was
Exactly,
super strange
exactly.
on a very small
Super
country.
strange.
It
Yeah,
didn't make any sense.
exactly.
Like, what will we win from that? Nothing. What will win
Yeah,
or lose is
mhm,
basically like the people will be super divided,
yeah,
and everybody was fighting about all the stuff,
yeah,
which doesn't make any sense at all. So I'm super happy, and
yeah,
I vocally say this. One of my biggest dreams ever when I started into this adventure of music back in
yeah.
2003, two, wherever, I don't
Three.
know.
Fuck yeah, you do
Um,
music. It's a long time.
yeah, it was to have everybody united in, but
You
like, let's be all
exactly.
united. Even if you're doing house or drum and
Yeah,
bass, it's okay. But let's all be friends and a group of people that we can collaborate
all right.
and offer our best values to each other, so
Yeah, 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 yeah.
everybody can grow on a way.
That's totally I agree with you.
That
That's
should be
totally.
the way to go.
Yeah,
There's no other one to go. Uh,
for sure, bro.
Arthur is saying, Nuno, show me your bass face. Yeah, bass face. Oh my god.
Motherfucker.
No. So, and Nuno,
Tell me.
tell me a little bit what have you been doing lately? Because before this, for the ones who might not know this, Nuno is a producer. He does super cool techno, some dub music too as well, some drum and bass
Yeah,
music as well.
yeah,
He's super
exactly.
versatile. But you
Yeah,
also were into giving classes
yeah,
physically.
yeah. Physically, yeah.
Tell me a little bit, how are things going? How did you
So,
cope with these changes and all?
all right. So, first of all, it started. I was invited by LC Music for the school
Okay.
to start teaching the students, and
Mhm.
so, like mostly DJs, and
Mhm.
then producing.
Mhm.
I was supposed to go there like just for 2 or 3 months, and I stayed for 2 years. And it
Okay.
was like my weekly job, super cool. I had my own studio, man. I had a really good time there.
Mhm.
Then coronavirus came, they fucked us up all together, right in the ass. And I went straight home, man, and man, no gigs, no money, no nothing, man. Only my parents giving me some help, man. And then I realized, no, I'm gonna try online courses, man, online classes, and I'm still doing it, man. I have like 10 students now, man, which is pretty good, and
Mm-hmm.
I have like more 2 or 3 guys interested for the next month. So like now I need to filter people, man. I have a lot of requests, man. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about it, man, because I really love to teach, man.
Mm-hmm.
I realized in the school that I really enjoy to do this, especially when I get like good students. That's the thing. Wait. But yeah, man, it's still running, man. I don't know what to say more, man. But yeah, I like what I do, man, and it helps me a lot, man. And I grow up a lot with the classes, man. Really,
Oh, so
he helped me a lot.
that was my following question. So, as I know, of course I know because like we speak many times. Like I know you really love to teach
Yeah,
people. Do you think or do you or better, what values do you think you get for you on giving classes? Like because I think just a little bit. I think people have that idea that when you're a teacher, you don't learn anything, and I think it's quite the opposite. I think that you learn a lot.
yeah, exactly.
We are students as well.
Yeah,
So what kind of things have you learned on giving classes
yeah.
with people?
Mostly creativity. That's for sure. Because I'm like basically my classes are gems, and
Okay.
I'm always going to the doubts of the right moment. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
have a plan. Like, and it's running really well like this. Like I love to do this way. So and the simple thing of jamming and going do this and do that, man. I realized a lot of stuff that I didn't know, man. Like simple tricks, man. You have like the VSTs, man. Some tweaks or some tiny little things
Yeah.
that rock. you know
Yeah.
so yeah, like in that way, man, I think mostly in creativity, that's for sure. Yeah. And of course sound quality, because you spend like you spend your time producing and you spend your time teaching, so
Mm-hmm.
that's the double of the time you spend on the front of the computer. So of course your sound is going to get way better and more sharp, because yeah, that's like, like it's like driving lessons. The more you drive, the more you better driving. So it's the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's
yeah,
cool. That's cool to know.
yeah,
Our friend Leslie
yeah,
from the US has a question for you, which is super
yeah,
interesting. So
yeah,
Leslie is asking, have your creative priorities changed since COVID with the
yeah.
classes?
If my creativity projects changed with the classes, no, they didn't. No, let me think. I think it changed. Yeah, of course it changed with the classes. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, it changed. Yeah,
But in
tiny
what
bit.
what did change? What did change in terms of your priorities now?
Like but is he talking about techno mostly, or
Yeah, your creative priorities in terms of when you do music, okay, and if
no,
that
no, 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 no,
and
no,
if
no, no, no.
that has any influence with the classes, like if the classes also change a little bit in terms of creativity as well. I think it's
No,
this the
no, no,
two
no, no,
doors.
no, 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 no. Now I get the question. No, it didn't change, man. Like if you want to like, mostly if I change like the way I like for techno or something like that, no, it didn't change nothing. I'm doing the same thing. Of course, maybe like a bit different style. Like I'm going more fast and more heavy nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it didn't change, man. I'm doing the same stuff. I'm thinking the same way, man. No, that didn't change.
No, no,
Yeah,
it is a curious thing because
yeah,
I've been talking doing this what I'm doing, which was
yeah,
like a huge leap for me.
yeah,
I've been meeting a lot of people, and
yeah.
and I there is a lot of different feelings on everybody. Some people are really a little bit depressive because the routine changed a lot. Some others just got a spark of creativity on going to this.
Yeah.
And it's been what is interesting about this is that everybody, which is normal of course, but everybody took this new situation on completely different ways, you know.
Yeah.
For example, many artists who are still doing music
Mm-hmm.
completely changed their overview. Like instead of doing fast-paced techno or dance floor
No,
stuff,
no, no, no. I'm
they
doing even more. I'm
yeah,
doing even more bumpy and
yeah,
heavy.
you are.
Yeah, like
I know.
I'm being so influenced for like mostly for hard groove sound from the late 90s. And I love it. I love it. I can tell you. I can tell you that. But yeah, I love it. I just say that the process is the same. The feel no, the process and the feeling is the same. The sound is a bit tiny different, but it's still techno,
Yeah.
pure techno.
Hmm.
That's the thing, pure
Yeah.
techno. And yeah,
No, cool
else.
to know. So and now Lapau, our friend Lapau,
Mm.
asks you, yeah, is
Lapau, yeah, yeah.
Arthur's
He's back
Arthur's
of yours,
student.
man. Nicely done, man. Really. Cool. Yeah.
So Lapau is asking you, have you got any major influences when it comes to shaping your sound?
Like artists? Yeah.
I don't know. I
Uh,
think it's artists, labels. I think whatever. So
I can tell you that.
what are your major
So,
influences? I think.
I can give you three names. The Advent,
Cisco.
that's
Yeah.
for sure. Cisco, Ben Sims,
Mm-hmm.
and Slobodan.
Slobodan. Yeah. So the old
Yeah.
school Slobodan.
Old
Yeah.
school Slobodan.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know where
I
he
have a
is.
lot of names to say, but I'm gonna stick with this because it was the first who came into my mind, so I'm gonna stick with these names.
Stick with them. No, it's curious. Like I don't know where. Actually, I don't know what Slobodan is doing nowadays. I don't
I
even know
don't
if
know,
this.
man. I don't know.
I
I
don't know
bought
if
a
he's
lot of
doing
records. I
music.
have, man. I have these ones, new ones. It just came. This one is a major Slobodan one. It's the. I know it's a Shuffle Master. It's not here. All right. But yeah, another cool name, Shuffle Master. I really like him.
Shuffle
But yeah,
master.
man.
Yeah.
Like for influence, I'm I'm a '90s guy. I'm truly a '90s guy. Of course, there's a lot of new names, a lot of cool stuff. But for influence, I like the raw of the '90s, the raw sound of the '90s,
The groovy ones.
the groovy, the
Yeah.
swing, the moods. I love it, man. I
Yeah.
love it.
Now,
Yeah.
if you I just saw now Ethan Coop. Thanks for the subscription. Thank you. And
Oh,
yeah,
we did
Algarve,
it.
Algarve. Yeah, Algarve in the house.
My boy, all good. Big hug.
So no, it is curious because, for example, I also do identify myself with that sound that
Yeah.
you like, and it's an influence for you. But I'm much more into the mechanical, industrial sound,
Yeah.
like of Surgeon
Yeah.
Regis,
I love it. I love it. I truly
Macaton.
love it.
Uh,
I love it. Makaton is a boss. I
I,
love him.
I grew up with
He's
that,
amazing.
and I
Yeah.
identify myself with that. But nonetheless, it is cool because in the end, and this is the cool
Yeah.
part about the 90s, in my overview. Even if you are more into the groovy, more house infused techno, which is like
Yeah.
Ben Sims, Mark Broom, those
Mark
guys back
Bloom.
then,
Yeah.
and you go to the more mechanical, industrial, Regis,
Yeah.
Surgeon,
Yeah.
65D Mavericks and stuff.
I
In
love
the
it.
end,
65.
they all meet on the same place. That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
loopy banging stuff.
Yeah, man. Birmingham sound, man. That
Birmingham
kind of sound.
sound. I'm
Yeah.
more into that thing. No,
I
but
love
yeah,
it. I love it. I have a few edits I did with. I will send you later.
yeah.
For that stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Send me.
You're gonna love it.
But no, but it is also curious that this is all a cycle. I think like the 90s is coming back a little bit.
Totally.
But what I'm digging a lot is that it's the people like you as well, people who are taking the 90s spirit but giving
Yeah.
a new twist, not just
Exactly.
not just repeating it, because repeating
No,
it
no, 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 no,
it
no,
has
no,
been
man.
done. It has been
No,
done.
I'm not gonna do that, man.
Um,
It's just a tiny influence, man. Like,
yeah,
man, if the '90s sound is good, man, but sometimes sounds shitty, man. So I'm
of
not gonna
course.
do that.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna get the sound on point, man. Like with the process that we have nowadays, man.
yeah,
With mostly with Ableton, you know,
yeah.
and good VSCs, man, and try to get influence from the grooves, man, and try to do yourself, but don't you're gonna that's a big man. It's a big subject. I don't want to go into this, and we're gonna take a lot of time, man, because you have questions.
No, but it is what it is. In fact, like
Yeah, man. Yeah.
the major point is back in the 90s, people didn't had the same equipment, the same tools we had today. So
No, man.
that was made
Yeah,
that is what the possibilities were. And
yeah,
nowadays in 2021,
yeah.
we can do the same. We can replicate the same things, but we can go
But
even further
exactly,
because there are much more tools.
exactly.
And in the end, this is always the way I see it. The machines, the VSTs, and all that things are tools.
Yeah,
So it's just like
yeah.
prehistoric times. They only had like rocks
Exactly,
and a piece of wood. Nowadays you have mechanical stuff to do holes on the wall. And in the prehistoric
exactly.
times you could not do a hole on the wall. So it is the same thing. Like people evolve. So yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
okay, yeah. Here is the question. So from Kaylee Music, it's
Yeah,
asking you something about your music. So Noon,
all right.
how do you keep your sound so organic, especially the movement in the hi hats? Are you recording MIDI automations for this?
I'm recording media automations for that. Yeah, I do that, and loads of reverbs and like short, mostly for hi hats, short reverbs, ping pong delays, man. I
Hmm.
think that's like when it touches when you are going to hi hats, man. Talking about hi hats,
Hmm.
I think when imagine like a cloud, like and the cloud man it must be like all on point and super like a perfect cloud. And for me, it's the same with the hi hats. When you had the spices on it,
Hmm.
they but not much, not much salt, not much pepper. You need to be super precise, man. And that's the way I do my hi hats. Like I keep them simple, but I work the reverbs and the effects like hell of it. That's my biggest move for hi hats. And of course, I don't use a lot of compression. I don't use it. I'm to be honest, I don't use a lot of compression. But I love to use amps
Hmm.
I love to amplify my heads, and that's one of the biggest tricks. But yeah,
Yeah. So
I do
well,
that, and that's how it sounds so organic.
it's organic. Yeah.
Yeah,
You just give character and movement to the
exactly.
things.
Yeah, and loads of swing. I do swing
Swing.
by hands because I'm painting my patterns on the piano roll.
Oh,
So
okay.
I draw them and I push them to the side like a bit more and a bit less. So yeah, that's why it doesn't sound. I hate when my hi hat sounds straight. So yeah, so that's I do that. Yeah,
Yeah. No.
swing swing
Yeah.
is king.
Swing.
Swing is
Actually,
king.
swing is king. No, actually, there's a curious thing. Like, I most of the music that I hear, and most, I will say the majority of things that we hear nowadays, it is
Yeah,
curious that only a small percentage of it you hear that they use swing on it,
yeah,
and it's something. Okay, you are doing by hand, which is a lot of work,
yeah.
but
It's a lot of work.
it's much more personal. But even
Exactly.
so,
That's the thing.
even if you want to be a little bit more I will say lazy, but not on a bad way.
Yeah,
You have the swing patterns on Ableton Live, and it's super curious how and why people don't explore that more, because it gives that human feeling to
exactly.
to the
Humanize
elements,
them. Humanize them. Yeah, that's
humanize
the thing.
them.
Yeah,
Like,
humanize them.
yeah, like I do like the mechanical feeling.
I
It's
like it too.
too, but
Yeah, it depends on style. Like when it goes into electro, like
yeah.
straight heads. I love that kind of sound. Or like 808 or ghetto house or ghetto techno. I love it. I love it. I love it. But when into my sound, it's never gonna sound like that. It's gonna sound tweaky and funky and I don't know. I don't want to get more words, but yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
And yeah, our also our friend, Freedom Club, is asking you, what sequencers and sequence lengths are you using to create those wonky melodies?
Okay. For sequencers, I'm using the mono sequencer
Ableton
from
Live.
Ableton Live.
Yeah.
The not Waves, man. What the fuck? Okay, no, I don't remember the name. I'm so bad with names. MDD Snake 2 for high scenes mostly,
Yeah.
but mostly I draw my patterns on the piano roll. I love to do that because I'm able to do whatever I want, man. To
Yeah.
get those high notes on like on one octave up, man. I can do that like by hands. So
Yeah.
yeah, I do that. Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, and
That's
and about sequences length, like, do you play with the polymeters, like having instead of like always having 16 or 8,
no,
you
no, 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 man. I'm
straightforward?
freestyle, man.
Uh,
Sometimes four, sometimes eight, sometimes seven, and I don't think about like no, I'm gonna do this, man. Sometimes I do like a really long length
a
loop.
sequence loop,
Then
yeah.
I
Okay.
sequence, then I short it, then I go back again, man. So
You
I
experiment. You
exactly.
experiment with
I'm a
it.
jammer. I'm a jammer, man. I'm a jammer, man. If it sounds better, like on the polyrhythmic man way, man, I'm gonna use a polyrhythmic, man. But mostly I'm using more for of like more um a like 8, 16, 32. But sometimes I go like
Even,
impar.
yeah,
Yeah,
even numbers, yeah,
exactly.
even
Yeah,
numbers, yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No,
No.
yeah, I think indeed, and that's a that's a
Yeah.
cool one. Like, there is something
Yeah.
which is super cool. I also do this as
Yeah.
well, which is like I do a bigger sequence, like 16 steps,
Yeah.
and then just play with the length and see. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
now this is completely different than
But
I
this is
than, I-
this
than I
is way
had.
better. Yeah, exactly, exactly. It happens a lot.
Yeah,
It happens a lot.
and it's in like
Yeah,
not being musically trained, because I'm not
yeah,
musically trained. It is cool because
yeah,
you can touch many different places and see, oh, this
yeah,
fits more. And I think it's
yeah.
like by intuition and by ear, like, oh, okay, now
Totally.
this is what I want.
That's the thing I can teach people on my classes. Intuition. You need to get you need to get there yourself. That's the thing. Yeah, man. Totally, man. And yeah, it comes all with intuition. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I
That's for sure.
I don't know if you saw last week or no, this week,
Yeah.
telecom I don't know, the German thing about telecom beats, whatever, man. I always forget the name. They did an interview with surgeon, like, like they do a
And
question.
I saw, but I didn't. I saw the post, but I didn't watch the
Oh yeah,
interview.
yeah. Thank you, guys. Telecom Electronic Beats,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a curious. Thanks, guys, for helping up
Thank
on
you.
this one. But a curious thing that surgeon said near the end, and I relate a lot with that. It is like, you don't need to be right or wrong. You just need to follow what you think it is valuable
Exactly.
to you, and
Exactly.
it is not because it's not correctly in terms of
Exactly.
whatever.
I think
It means
I
it's
think
bad.
it's
No, just feel it. You have to feel it. Let it
exactly.
go. Let it go.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
also
Exactly.
relate a lot with that as well. I think,
Yeah.
in our style of music, you can do that,
Exactly.
for sure.
Jazz you can or or super or even trance.
Yeah,
Even think.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. But yeah, mostly techno because I think techno it's like 100% freestyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah, yeah,
Freestyle.
yeah. No, I've been having a nice ongoing
Yeah.
discussion, and with some friends on Discord, and my friend Cedric, who's helping me also on Discord and all stuff. I do want
Yeah.
to learn music theory, like
Yeah.
João Temudo
Yeah,
knows, like.
man, I would love to do that, man. Exactly.
But at the same time, in my
Yeah.
head, I'm like, but I prefer this punk approach. Like, I've always been doing
Yeah, yeah,
music
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I wouldn't mind knowing a little
Yeah.
bit more. It is
If I know piano, man, I'm gonna be punk at
punk as the
punk
same.
at yeah, punk forever,
You
man.
know,
That's for
I,
sure.
I think our thoughts is like, I want to know the rules, to bend the rules, like to kill the
Yeah,
rules, and go further
yeah,
on the rules.
exactly,
That is the
exactly.
thing.
Yeah,
So more questions. I have here one from Tifton. Yeah, I think it's Tifton. Also one of our viewers and Discord members, which is that typical question,
yeah.
and a very good one as well. Also, as every question that we make here. So he asks you, did we talk favorite synth VST yet? So your favorite VST synths? Tell me. I think I know
PST
the answer.
synths.
I think I know the answer, but I'll
Okay,
let you answer.
all right. So, Diva is VST synthesizers, right?
No,
All right.
whatever.
No.
I think
Okay, okay, okay.
tools. Your
No.
tools. Your tools.
So for synths, mostly I use mostly Monarch from Reactor.
Okay.
I love it for bass lines. It's one of my favorites. Diva, of course. Ace, Basil, the stuff from UE, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, I've been using the Roland Cloud, all of it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The Roland Cloud. That's the JV, the 1018, the JV dance tracks, the studio,
Okay.
the 808, the 909, man, every fucking thing, man. I use it like from top to bottom. I love it.
Oh, nice.
Then when it comes to processment, you remember you gave me the D16 group.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
D16.
that's one of my, for me, that's one of my favorite. Man, I even prefer, I prefer the drummer zone. I prefer the drummer zone to the Roland 909
Really?
from
But
this. Yeah,
but
it sounds better. For me, it sounds better.
really?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. I
sounds way better.
as you know, I'm not much into VST since, as you know, like it's visible a little bit behind
Yeah,
me. But I remember back in the day that
yeah.
the drummer zone VST had a cool thing. It sounded really fat, really.
Superman, the head man. If you compare yourself a hi hat, the close hat from the 909 from Roland and the 909 from Dramazon, you're gonna trip balls, man. It's crazy. It's so the 909 from the 909 from the Roland. It's so thick. No, it's so tiny. It's so
Yeah,
thick, man. The other one, man. If you put a equalizer, man,
yeah.
you're gonna have like all the frequencies playing at once, man. It's crazy. The forceful. So yeah, I
Forceful.
prefer to use, yeah, more. And for processment, I use the D16 group.
Yeah.
I use a lot the UE stuff from the bundle from the UBX for.
Oh, okay.
I really like them, especially the retro flanger, which is
Mhm.
amazing. I use it a lot on the returns
Mhm.
for compression, not compression, for saturation. I don't compress my tracks, guys. I don't use any compression on my tracks.
Me same.
Zero,
Like
zero
me. Zero
compression.
compression
I
like me.
compress zero, zero. I don't compress nothing,
It's like
but I
me.
use a lot
Oh,
of
yes.
saturation
Yes.
for
Distortion.
just yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, just tiny bits of distortion on, maybe sometimes on the master, sometimes on the tracks. But I use a lot the satin from UE, which is
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
The tape
It gives me the tape,
the
exactly,
tape
the
emulation.
tape.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, so okay,
yeah,
yeah, you prefer the satin.
yeah,
I prefer one from a Spanish company
yeah.
called Waves Factory.
Ah,
They
yeah,
ha-
I know, I know. It's pretty cool too.
they have two
I know.
emulations of tape, like normal the our tape
Yeah,
from our times, the normal cassette,
I know,
and
I
they
know, I
also
know.
have the tape well the old
Yeah, yeah, I
school
know.
tape one as well.
I love it.
uh, I don't like at all the waves tape thing they have. I am not much fan of waves plugins. I don't know why,
Yeah,
but Satan is super cool. I think in general speaking,
yeah.
UHE plugins
It
they're very good.
amazing. They are heavy as hell for the CPU, man, but it's so damn good, man. I love it, man. I'm gonna keep them forever. That's for sure.
Well, man, by
I use it since my early days, man. So I don't know. I downloaded like 5 years or 6 years ago, man. And man, I've been using it since
no,
then.
yeah, UHC as sound quality, as
Yeah,
interface, they kind of nailed it. And you know something, like
yeah,
you have to buy a new computer because on recent computers they work like a charm. They are not CPU heavy,
yeah.
man.
Exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, but it's super cool ones.
Yeah,
From what I've heard, they do sound. It's I think it's the next step in software because they
yeah,
really treat it in a way that it sounds immediately fat. It is not that boring
yeah.
sound, it is
No,
not boring. It's alive.
totally,
It's alive.
totally,
I don't know what magic
totally.
they did there. I don't
me,
care.
me
I
neither.
don't care, but it
Me
works.
either.
It works. It works.
Yeah,
No, but cool. So guys, you already
yeah,
know what Nuno is using as favorite tools.
yeah.
Um, and we have another question again from Kaylee Music, which is what type of like on the following of this of what type of saturation are you using on your drum bus master to get it sounding so crispy and warm?
Like the setting only, because because all of it's done on the tracks of the project, because as I told you, I don't compress it. Like the signal from my sound, man, it's super heavy and fat. That's the main thing, man, to get like a proper sound. Like, I'm not gonna compress it, so I only use
Yeah,
like
it will.
tiny saturations on yeah, exactly. Like, I like heavy and massive, so I can
Mm.
control them, you know.
Yeah.
So I prefer to do that way. I have friends like they prefer to compress and push it. No, I
Yeah.
go. I'm an easy guy when you touch that on that kind of things.
Yeah.
So I use the satin mostly
Yeah.
for the saturation on the master.
The master. Yeah.
That's
No,
it.
I
Yeah.
also agree. I also agree with you. I was never a.
Yeah.
I am not and never was
Yeah.
a fan of
Man, you
of.
use machines, man. Like, if your machine makes a fart, man, you're not gonna make a good piece of art of it, man. That's the thing, man. You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing. You can't do a good sculpture with a shitty piece of
Whatever rock
whatever,
or yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
No, you need
Yeah.
to get a really masterpiece,
Yeah.
and then you do the sculpture on in the
Yeah.
and like to be like on top. You
On
know,
top.
that's the same thing with production.
No,
So
yeah,
yeah.
no, I agree because it's a topic, and this is me talking. This is me talking
Yeah.
with you basically. It is a topic that
Yeah.
many times I get frustrated because every video on YouTube, every guy on YouTube is always using compression like madness, and
Yeah,
and and I don't like
no,
compression because for me
no, man.
it just kills the sound. Like the sound
Man,
becomes
it's
really
it's the
crushed.
same thing. Or if I go into a house and I can jump in the house,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
the same thing, man. So yeah,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I don't do that, man. I like I like the free space of like to be like
Headroom.
headroom, lose headroom.
Yeah,
That's yeah,
yeah, and it's
yeah,
amazing. I don't know if you, at least this is my feeling. Every video that I see of people trying to explain other guys how to do music and beginner stuff, they
yeah,
always come with like, oh, you need compression for
yeah,
this. Like, no, you
yeah.
don't. It's like just let
That's
things
yeah.
breathe. Like,
The more you compress, the less dynamic you have.
yeah, and that's it. And music for me, it's
Yeah,
dynamics. Like
exactly.
we talked this
Yeah.
we talked this with João, like loudness and dynamics. Yes, but music can be loud and still have dynamics. That's the thing.
I'm like a lot of people. Oh man, do you produce? What's your headroom? Do you clipping? No man, like I get like a super tight sound since the beginning. The way when I click the on my keyboard and the sound comes like, man, it must come like this, man. I'm not gonna do like a huge tweak or a huge shift on a lot of ways, man. No, so I like to keep simple, man. If
Yeah,
I show you project, man, you're gonna love, man, because my projects it's like 5, 6, 7 tracks and more, and 2 or 3 return tracks. That's
yeah,
it. So
yeah,
yeah, I'm a super simple guy producing. Super
yeah.
simple.
No,
Yeah,
me too as well. Like, I only use
yeah,
compression for one thing, and it's the typical
yeah,
New York compression sidechain,
yeah,
whatever, which is just to take all my low end groups, so kick and bass and stuff.
yeah,
I just send that a little bit to a compressor on a return, just to give it
yeah.
an extra push,
Yeah. I do that with amps a lot.
and that's it.
I do that with amps.
Yeah, it's the only way that I use compression because otherwise, I don't know. For me, it doesn't feel right, you know. But then again, I think like the beauty of doing music is there are no rules and there is no one process, so you
Yeah,
can do whatever you want as long as it sounds well. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that is the beauty
yeah.
of it.
Exactly.
So, and I think this one is from our friend Franz Jaeger, who's here with
Oh,
us.
my boy, what's
Yeah,
up?
yeah,
Big guy, man. Here from Algarve, man.
yeah, he's here. So, and he's asking you,
Yeah.
when is the next release of Driven coming? Would be
Oh
amazing
man,
if you could
fuck,
combine your dub with the Driven sound.
man. I don't know, man. I still have a few projects here to finish. I didn't I didn't done more stuff because I focus myself 100% on VIL. So yeah, man. But maybe in the near future, man, I'll do that. That's for sure. Yeah, I like that housey techno, housey not tech house, housey techno vibes. Yeah, man, I'll do that for sure. because I left when I get bored from techno, man. I always going to house or to other styles, mostly house music because I'm a house music enthusiast. I love it. And fuck your opinion because I know you're gonna laugh on me. That's for sure. All my people who are listening, but yeah, man, I
I
love
love
house
house
music.
music as well.
I love house
I grew
music,
with
man. I
house
love it. I
music.
love it. I love it, man. Really, I'm a, and yeah, you will see in the near future because of my next release. I have some cool stuff coming and with a lot of vocals and house music vocals on it. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Cool to know. Hope Nuno answered you, friends. Really hope that.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Big hug, man.
there was a question by our mutual friend interrogate that you know who he
Yeah,
is.
I know.
but we asked already because he was asking why don't you use compressors that much, but we already answered that one.
Yeah,
So
man, simple.
it's
Because I do my way, man. I know a lot of people, man. I know people who use it. I know they use it well.
yeah,
That's for sure. I do.
yeah,
This is my way of working.
yeah.
I don't use it, man. I don't need that. Like, that's it. Yeah, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, see, Vasco, you're just being
Vasco,
pushed aside, Vasco.
I
Like,
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
Vasco. Nah.
I'll talk to you later, motherfucker.
Oh my God. No, Vasco, we still love you, Vasco. We still love you.
Yeah, my boy.
Um, okay. This one, oh Jesus, I copied this one, but I did not copy the name, and this is my fault. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, Philip. It's Philip. It's Philip. Philip is
Alright.
asking you, when was the first contact with techno for you?
So, I was that guy who had the cousin who introduced you to music. Yeah, I had that. Fortunately, I had that. My cousin Tiago, it's like he's 43 or 44. It's like really, really, we are super friends still. And he introduced me to turntables and to house music and to techno. I remember the first time I listened to Green Velvet Records and stuff like that, and a lot of Danny Tenaglia stuff too, and even Shoes and Seba. Man, you know that kind of cheesy, but man, it's live, man. And yeah, he showed me, man.
Yeah.
He offered me the first record when I was like 13. So I started collecting records since super early. I'm still collecting them, you know. They just came
Yeah.
Saturday, so I'm still buying a lot of records because of my cousin. That's for sure. And he introduced me. But when it comes to techno, the first like when I say, okay, this is I love this. I think it was like 2010. I was still playing dubstep,
Okay.
but I said no. I love this kind of music, and only on 2015 I started VIL, and I said now I'm gonna do techno. I want to do techno. I want to learn everything, and I'm gonna start with it. But I'm listening techno since a big while.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it is something important also to contextualize a little bit
Yeah.
our influences in
Yeah.
Portugal, because for the ones who don't know this, the younger Portuguese guys and the people who are from Europe, United States and all, Portugal was always very connected to house music and to techno music. That was the thing. But to be honest, house music was a little bit wider spread around the country.
Yeah.
Parties,
of course.
the parties were much more.
And when it touched the point of the easy listening, man, house music wins. That's for sure, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
Zero wins.
wins. That's
Yeah.
it. And I don't know. I do love house music, especially the old school house
too.
music. I love it.
Me
I
too,
love
me
it to death.
UK especially.
Yeah.
UK sound. Yeah, for me.
Yeah,
That's
I love the UK one as well. The American one, of course, for sure.
too. Yeah, I love it too.
Of course.
But mostly,
But UK, yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah, I love
UK
it.
garage thing,
I love it.
housey,
I love
yeah.
it.
But
I
it's
love it.
it's super curious because for us it's a big part of our process growing up. Like I think when we were kids, and even the kids nowadays, even if the music is a little bit different, all of us grew up with that kind of music. So it's a little bit part of our culture. Even if you're not a
Yeah,
fan,
man, sure.
even if you are a rock addict or a rock fan, you in your youth, your teenager years, you ended up listening to some house or techno music because it is all over. It is part of our
It's
culture.
all over, man. If you go to Zara or stuff like that, man,
Yeah.
you're gonna listen to house music. So you only have it you have it like behind the ear all the time, man. Yeah, but I think that's good, man, because it's the way of the electronic music getting into like the ordinary people.
Yeah.
So he
No,
helps. He helps. Not our taste, but he helps.
no, and
That's
one big thing that I also played a lot into our youth and generation, and even the new generations, are the fact that in Portugal, in Porto, back then we had Noveira, and you still have Noveira, who plays electronic music mostly. In Lisbon, if I'm not wrong, you had Oxigênio on when we were kids, which
yeah,
was also a lot about electronic music as well.
yeah, a lot,
So
man.
so
Plays house
so
percent.
it was cool that despite everything, we always had the electronic
Yeah,
music background and always playing for the ones who liked it, and
yeah,
and that kind of influences you onto at least know what it is and absorb it a little bit,
yeah. Totally,
which
I agree with you. Same.
I think
Yeah.
it's super cool to open people's mind to not just like rock or pop or whatever. No, like
No, no, no. Yeah,
every teenager here knows what is house, what is techno, what is EDM, tech house.
yeah,
It is cool,
yeah,
and it allows you to say, okay, I like this, I don't like this, I like it, I'm gonna find a little bit more, I don't like it, cool, but I know what it is
yeah,
at least.
yeah.
And for us that we grew up in the 90s and the early
Early
2000s,
2000s. Yeah,
that music was all over the place.
yeah.
Like you said, even in Zara shops and stuff,
Zana, man.
you
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
it, you
yeah.
hear it,
You go to the shopping, man. You're listening like behind the rhythm all the time.
yeah,
Like
all the time, and
this is the
that's
rhythm of
of the night.
it's all the
Oh
time, man. Yeah,
yeah,
man. Man, yeah, man. I grew up with that, man, and even my father, man. My father was listening to like some house music too, man. My mother enjoys it. Like we have a really big culture here with when it touches to electronic music. So and he
yeah,
helps a lot. He helped me a lot, man. That's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No,
I'm thankful. I'm thankful to that.
well, I think my mom might be a little bit older than your folks, but my mom was more into disco and stuff.
I love it, man.
I love disco.
That's what my parents still listen to, man.
Yeah,
And
my mom too. And actually,
I love it.
remember like last year
My
when the
God,
pandemic started, we did
man.
we did that disco track that
Yeah,
that amazed
man.
our friends, man.
And I have more and I have more stuff that I can show you, man. Like I can tell you this because it's only like tiny chat here. I'm doing some edits with Fresco, man. We're gonna start a project. We're gonna
Disco.
start the project. Yeah, with disco edits. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool, man.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna do that. Yeah,
I
I
I
really enjoy it.
I dig that.
I really enjoy it.
I
More like imagine like 170 BPMs. We turned it like 125, man. Like dance floor disco, like straight. Like we just change the kicks, we cut, chop, man. I really enjoy to do that, man. It's super funny, man.
for example,
Super.
I people there's one thing like some people don't like it a lot, but I
I
do
know, yeah.
dig it, which is Robert Hood floor plan project. I love what he's doing as floor plan.
Same.
It's different and it's
Major
cool.
influence.
Yeah.
It's a major influence.
And the thing is like
Yeah,
our parents who listened to that kind of music in the 80s and the 90s
yeah,
and the 70s of course, and it's also, yeah, it also plays a game like
yeah,
with us, so yeah,
yeah.
I love all music, man. I
Me
don't
too,
care.
man. I'm a eclectic bitch.
Yeah, yeah, in the
I
end,
go with everything. In the end, man, I'm an eclectic bitch, man.
but
Really,
it
man.
but
I go with man. If it fits me good in my ears, man. When I listen so much styles, man.
no, and you know the funny thing, like I think
Yeah,
about this many times. I think like,
yeah.
do people see us like just like that techno freak that only does techno and doesn't care about anything?
No.
Because in the
No,
but
I had a lot of people. Yeah, you only listen to like heavy stuff. No, man.
no,
Yeah,
it is super curious because
yeah, yeah.
most of the people
Man,
that I know, they don't listen to like I listen to techno of
yeah,
course because I do my podcasts and stuff and all of that,
yeah,
but I listen to much more different music than I listen to techno. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I just love music.
Man,
That's the thing.
I love it, man. I realize, man, like I'm now lately I've been listening a lot to Jamaican dub and rocksteady and
Oh yeah.
70s rocksteady and when the when the Jamaicans came to England and they started with the skinhead stuff and rocksteady, man, I love that kind of sound, man. Really, man. I'm a digger of that kind of music. I've been buying a few records lately, man, and yeah, I love it because of the mostly because of the swing and the happy side of it. Because I'm always doing like heavy pitch techno, and it helps me like to relieve my ears, man. I think reggae and dub, man, are one of the biggest like mental sofas for me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never
yeah,
I do dig some dub and some reggae and stuff. I was
yeah,
never a big fan. Remember that we had
yeah.
a huge boom of reggae on 2005. Uh,
2005, yeah, yeah.
like for every fucking month
Every
you have Gentlemen in
yeah.
Portugal and all
Yeah,
those.
yeah, yeah. No, and everybody had sound systems, and
Yeah,
everybody had the
yeah,
MC.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
been there. I've been there. I've
Yeah,
been there.
I,
I've
I, I
been
even I
uh,
even
uh,
went I even went on purpose
yeah,
to Lisbon to the Portuguese
yeah,
how is that called the
yeah,
in Expo, the Portuguese
yeah,
museum, because they did a gentleman concert there, and I went there because I wanted to go to Lux, and my friends, no, but let's go to listen to Gentleman in Lisbon. I was like,
yeah.
okay, but I'll go if we go to Lux.
I
um,
think they only like they got only got big in Portugal. I think about it, man, because they are not that known in other countries, but in Portugal, man, yeah, they go massive, man.
yeah,
And yeah, we have a really good reggae culture. We have the festival Musa,
yeah,
and it was free. I mean, I've been there, man, like I don't know, like 10 times, man, smoking joints and listening to the dub sound systems, which is the thing who inspires me the most with dub, man. I love to do that. So yeah, man, we have from house to dub, man. We have because it's a sunny country, man. Of course, we're gonna have some reggae and dub rolling. That's
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's for sure. No, that's for sure. And yeah, and interrogate is saying something that's for me. It's the point. It was 2005 Sudwest Festival
Sudwest Festival,
before Sudwest became Cascais and
amazing.
whatever
Yeah,
nightclub. Sorry, sorry,
man.
sorry,
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
I'm not offending anyone, but
yeah,
Sudwest became a nightclub after that one. It was
yeah,
2005 Sudwest that put reggae really up there,
yeah. Exactly.
and then it just rolled up. It just rolled
Like
up.
a major, like a headliner, be a reggae band, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on top of metal and rock bands, man. That's amazing. Yeah, I've been there. Who played there, man? Man, fuck with the names, man. I'm so bad
I
with the names, man.
look.
I've been there 2005 and 2007 with my cousin.
I just been 2005.
Right.
I remember that we had on the electronic tent, which I was there all
I
the
don't
time.
remember, man.
Vitalik,
I need to go.
Vitalik was
Ah,
there.
Vitalik. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My cousin is a huge fan of Vitalik.
You had on the
And
main. You had on the main. Hey, Valadi. Valadi just joined.
really, really.
Vanessa. We had Daft Punk and we had
Daft Punk, exactly.
Fatboy
Daft
Slim.
Punk 2007 was
Five,
2007.
five,
Five. Okay, so I
five. I
watched it
think so.
2000.
And
No, no,
Fatboy
no, you're
Slim.
right. Yeah, it was 2005 was the
Daft
Daft Punk.
Punk and Fatboy Slim.
Yeah,
And Fatboy Slim as
man,
well.
yeah. With
Eh,
the big pyramid, right?
yeah,
The big
exactly.
pyramid.
Exactly.
Man,
And
life-changing
and
experience, man. I love.
you had also that dude, I always forget his name, Ben something, the reggae dude, Ben not Ben Johnson, oh fuck.
Guys, help us. Ben, what?
I don't remember, man. Like
Me neither, me neither.
Vasco, you are there talking
Vash,
about
Vash,
Sudwest. Ben
yeah.
Harper, yeah, Ben
Ben
Harper.
Harper, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ben Harper.
I'm checking the conversation too
Yeah,
because I put
that
it on for
yeah,
the side.
yeah, do
I'm
that.
checking you guys too.
Ben Harper, yeah, Ben Harper played that one as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah, Ben Harper.
there
What
were
happened to Ben Harper, man? He
I
was
don't
playing
know.
all over here, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it just I don't know, man. I think it's but just chilling out
Yeah.
and not caring about anything about all of this. But yeah,
Ben, if you're listening, man,
come
we
back,
forgive you. We forgive you, man, and please come back to
come
Portugal,
back,
man.
man, come back, come back to music. So yeah, no, but it is curious how does festivals since we are a small country
Yeah,
influences for the whole country. A
yeah,
festival has a major influence,
yeah,
which is curious. But yeah, good
yeah,
years, good years.
yeah.
Anyways, so our friend Tyler Golato is asking us a very cool question. How is the club culture in Portugal, specifically with techno? Are the crowds
Okay.
enthusiastic and passionate, or are the clubs typically on point? I'll let you answer this one.
Okay, so our scene is not that big. It's still growing and still has a lot to grow.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the crowd is amazing. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun playing here. I still have a lot of fun, and I love to play to the Portuguese crowd. I love it because man, I don't know, it's a natural thing. I don't know. Like even the bands when they come here to play, man, they said, "My God, you guys are crazy, man!" And yeah, man,
Yeah.
that's for sure, man. I love it. And what was the other part of the question? Tell me
Um,
again.
like if how is the club culture with techno? Like if the
Okay.
clubs support it and support it, how are the
Mm,
mechanics about it?
more or less, no, they don't. Like you have looks, you have a few like 2 to 3 technos night. We had Gar was a more
Yeah,
enthusiastic club into techno,
Porto.
and but major, yeah, man, I love it. It's one of my favorite venues too. But man, you don't have like a tour like you that you can do in Portugal, like straight top to bottom to play techno, man. You need
Mm.
to be like schedule everything on point and explain. Now he's getting better. I hope with when you get back again, when I think we're gonna get way more respected.
Hopefully,
I think so,
yeah.
but hopefully, yeah. But yeah, man, it's fucked. We are struggling, man. We are doing all
Oops.
that, but it's
Uh,
complicated because we still have a lot of dumb people controlling the management of the artist management in clubs, man, or even other, I don't know, like event managers, man. They are not the best, man. But yeah, that's the thing. But all good, man. It will happen, not for sure. I'm gonna be here. I'm not gonna quit. So
yeah.
I'm gonna be tidy with that. Yeah. So yeah.
No, yeah, I agree with you to an extent. Like, for sure, in Portugal, we don't have a tour that you can start on the north of Portugal until the south,
Yeah.
and you have like specific places where you know that
Yeah.
it's a techno night. No, we
Yeah.
don't have that much. We have
No.
some.
No.
There are some places like Viena do Castelo in the
Yeah.
north.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
when it happens, it's good, but it's not
Yeah.
regular. You know that, for example, sometimes in Coimbra you have a cool night, but
Sometimes
it is
that's the
not
thing.
fixed. It is not
Sometimes
fixed.
exactly. We have
Um,
really good parties, like
yeah,
remember Vertis,
a
like
Vertis, yeah.
and you don't even need to look to the lineup. When it happens, it's gonna be good, man.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And yeah, but it's not a regular thing. You don't have a regular thing. Like only I think the only regular thing was maybe Dexter doing these techno nights.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
No,
it.
and
And
and you know something which is curious because I started going out around 12 at 12, 13 years
yeah,
old. And the cool thing is in those times you had more possibilities of doing a tour around Portugal, specifically
yeah.
on house music.
Man,
Totally.
totally.
Uh,
Like,
and
yeah. I know a lot of guys like big house music DJs, here, and they told me, man, like you could put like I don't know, like 6 weekends in a row, man, and
mhm,
not gonna repeat the list like
yeah,
in 6 weeks in 1 month, man. That's
yeah,
crazy, and you don't have that
yeah.
because of the places started to get bigger and smaller clubs started to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that changed, man, because
Me
I
too.
love small venues.
I love small venues. I prefer small venues.
Me,
Not because I'm a shy person. No,
no, man.
I prefer
Man,
the
I like
relationship with
it's way
people.
more intimacy when you do
Yeah,
this, man, and when you do things
yeah,
and
like
you are close to the people. Man, I love it,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
I love that, man. Close.
yeah. No,
The more close I'm, the happier I am.
mm-hmm. Same here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
prefer the intimistic
yeah,
gigs because you connect much more with the people.
yeah,
it's much more relatable with the people
yeah.
in the way. And just to answer Ricky, our friend Ricky Cross, like Ricky,
Yeah. Big Ricky.
I know Vienna was big in techno, and I played in Vienna a
Amazing.
lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
But nowadays, okay, nowadays before COVID, let's let's make things right.
Yeah.
You know that, but even in Porto, like many of those specific places started not to bet on techno anymore.
Yeah.
And it was a pity because I remember being young or being after teen years, like 20 and something, like going to
Yeah.
Vienna, going to many places around here, the north of Portugal, Aveiro, or whatever, and
Man, everywhere.
you had cool things happening.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I
Yeah.
think it's a little bit like you said, like it is. I don't want to bash on people or sound bad about
Exactly.
this, but sometimes management or ideas of just cashing in, doing money, do end up to backfire at you. So money is necessary to do parties, sure, but soul is also important, and doing
Yeah.
bets like let's bet on this new kid, let's bet
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
it also makes things more natural, and people connect with that.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately.
me too, I sincerely hope, and I do hope that when this goes away, that we'll have that small community,
Yeah.
small club event thing where people can
Yeah.
find new talents, people can show their work,
Yeah.
people can go crazy, because that's needed. Like we need that. We
Yeah.
need
For sure.
places for self-expression and free
Yeah.
expression. I think that's super good.
Yeah.
That's
Man, we need to own a club, man. We
yeah,
need to own a club.
I wouldn't mind, I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't mind,
mind,
man.
but
I wouldn't mind.
but
That's one of my to-do lists to
mm,
scratch before I die. I want, or maybe like to do the artist selection. I would love to do that, man.
mm,
Because
you
I
know
trust on my, I really trust on my taste, man. When it comes to like not just to techno, right? To everything. I would love
everything.
to do that, man. Yeah, man. Because I go back to what I said, man. It's people are dumb, man. When it comes to select people to play, man. And I think that we get kind of they kind of destroyed the scene, man. On like early days, like 2010 was I think no, not 2010. Like 2012, from 2012 until nowadays, man. There were a lot of shitty people doing bad things, man. And
Yeah, there's I'm not that kind of,
yeah,
I believe in mystical things or whatever, but I do believe that things that go around come around,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and
it's a cycle.
it's a cycle, and there is also
It's a cycle.
a natural selection thing. So I think sometimes we are, in our case, we have to
Yeah,
be a little bit patient, and also work towards that, which will allow openings to show people
yeah,
good things, and the bad ones, or the ones who don't have a refined taste or don't know what it's all about. Either they learn about it and they will improve, or either they just go
yeah.
away.
They go away. Yeah,
It's a normal cycle of things. I believe on that. And we have to also understand and also agree that we also need bad things like errors, mistakes, to
yeah.
also
Errors.
improve.
Yeah, to
To
get better.
improve.
Exactly.
I don't
Always,
always. I don't think it's a
always.
bad thing. I think that
No,
from a bad
no.
thing you can take a lesson from that, say, oh,
Yeah,
this is a bad thing, so I take a lesson from this, and
yeah,
I'll try to do it better myself. So
yeah.
yeah, it's just giving time to things.
Exactly.
I think, but yeah, let's hope for
Yeah,
a better thing.
yeah, man. Fingers crossed.
And we have here a question from, I think he was or is your student,
Ooh.
Gail,
Gal. Yeah.
which I think it's Guilherme, short for Guilherme or something.
Gal. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Brazilian guy living in Berlin, man. Big
Oh,
hug, man.
nice. E aí, galera.
Braço grande, bro.
So he's asking this techno tips: how to make a good '90s groove.
Ah.
Just do it.
Man, you need to buy records like something like this, DJ Shuffle Master. Like,
Study.
go, man, listen to a lot
Listen.
of stuff.
Listen.
Man, listen to playlists, listen to mix, produce a lot, man. But mostly, if you want to go into 90s, man, you need to listen a lot of stuff from the 90s. If you want to get it, like, not copy, but if you want to get into that kind of sound, you need to listen a lot the sound, and that's the biggest tip I can give you. Like, not it's not how I it's not the delays or the reverbs. No, it's the influence. You need to get the influence. You need to get into the spirit, and yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah,
I think I th- I will say it this way: you have to listen a lot and
yeah,
study it a lot,
of course.
decompose the music, not to
Yeah.
copy, but to
No, 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 no.
but
I told that not copy, not copy.
but to understand the
Exactly,
process behind
exactly.
it and give it.
The simpleness, the
Yeah,
simple of the 90s techno, like 4 tracks. So you have 4 tracks on a project, and we are live and kicking.
yeah,
That's the thing, man.
yeah.
So yeah, man.
I I, I think
I think that's it.
in the end, I think that it's something that is super important to do, like study or not study, but decompose the music that you like. Decompose it, just like I don't know.
Yeah,
I tell this. I think you also do this on your side as well, which is I tell like on our Discord server,
yeah,
we also try a lot to help people developing their skills, and we try to open minds and stuff. And there's a super simple exercise that is you can do this in many ways, but I always tell people like take 4 or 5 tracks that you like and take a notebook and just
yeah.
write the timestamps, like from 0
Hmm.
to 15 seconds, what happens, and from
What
15,
happens exactly? Like
and do this, and then deconstruct,
deconstruction.
and
Yeah,
then listen again
yeah.
on a second time and see what you
Yeah, yeah,
missed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Man,
Um,
I did it. I did that. I did that.
me
I
too,
did
me
that.
too.
I did that.
And you can also do another cool thing, which might even help you more, which is decompose the music on Ableton. Just like timestamp the things. Just put the timestamps on Ableton, like the time markers, and see here happens this, here happens that, and okay, there try to mimic to understand how it happens.
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
take that, and follow your own way. Don't
yeah.
repeat it, but go your own way. And I think this is something that people sometimes forget to do because it's those natural things that people overlook. I think I even on my early days I did not look into that. It was like after like maybe like 4 years into doing music, I said,
Yeah.
why did I never decompose the track that I like? This doesn't make any
Yeah, man, I
sense.
did that. I did that like a while ago. Like, I don't know, like when I realized that I did really enjoy the 90s groove, man. I did that, man. I had a few records, man, and I was like listening, like, what the fuck is happening? What's doing? Like,
Yeah,
okay, the kick starts straight with the hi hat. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. So then, and then you have the tweak of the reverse, man. I try that, man. Try those things, man. It
yeah,
helps a lot.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
because I know everything is done. Everything was done before, but like you have like VSTs, man. They didn't have the VSTs at that time, man. So you can try to reproduce the same feeling with the new VSTs, man. So yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
and that's it. Now, I have a question for you.
yeah,
I asked this João, Artur Norbeck. I didn't have to ask it because he already done it, but
yeah.
and you know this is one of my main things, and I want to push this forward when we can come back to the club scene, night scene, venue scene.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought or have you ever imagined in doing live act? Even with the
I
computer,
did,
of
I did, I
course.
did, I did, I did because I do a lot of music. Like I fart music. Like I said, man, I do like I'm a really fast producer. But I don't have like like any sequencers with me, man. I'm just using my iMac and
Mm-hmm.
my sound card. I don't have anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But in the near future, when I get back to Lisboa and build my own studio, man, I might do that, man. I might do that, man. But I prefer to I prefer to record everything
Mm-hmm.
at home, and then I shoot my own samples while playing because I'm even if it's a live set, I'm gonna do it more into a way of a DJ
DJ style.
sets because I think
Okay.
because man, first of all, I'm a DJ. I'm production came after. I love to do music, but I prefer to play. I
Yeah.
prefer to play.
To DJ.
To
Okay.
DJ. I prefer
Okay.
to DJ first of all. But music is my passion. I love to do production. I got way more into production because of the virus. and I'm way more into production because of it, and I'm taking advantage of it.
Yeah, of
But when
course.
I get back into Lisboa and build my studio again, man, I'm gonna buy some sequencers and some effects to try to do a live, man. I'm not gonna play like every weekends or maybe like once or twice a year. I would love to do that. Yeah, I would love to do that. I
No,
want to try it.
I ask you this because I ask this to João because João
Yeah,
is musically trained, and I imagine for him it's super easy to come up with sequences, rhythms, and stuff like that. But
yeah,
since I know how you do music, and since I also know that the way you come up with ideas, I think it will. I think this is my opinion, talking here a little bit, and maybe a challenge for you.
yeah,
I think that you have that spontaneity that like you're super spontaneous
mm,
on the things you
yeah,
do. That I think it also will be cool because you're a very intuitive person, like
yeah. Thank you.
and that might be a cool thing because even if you're using a computer, you can also
Yeah,
be super intuitive and super well, or better, you can also improvise a lot.
yeah, of course, man.
Um, but I've been asking people this because more and more I'm taking that way of things,
Yeah,
and I'm curious to know like what
okay.
you guys think, and if it's something that you guys will imagine doing in the future, because all of you guys
Yeah,
produce super cool music,
yeah.
and
Thank you, man.
at the same time it's also a next step. I see it this way into expression,
Yeah, but yeah, but I will do that. Man, you know, man, Menos Dois, man,
Yeah, minus two, yeah.
they do an amazing live act. They record everything at home, man, and they shoot the loose, man, and you go bananas. And I think I'm gonna do the same approach, man, because I really love the way they do the live act.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Vasco and Pedro, I'm gonna copy you guys. And yeah, I think the guys don't know, but Menos Dois, it's Vasco
And
and
Cravo.
Pedro and Cravo.
Cravo,
It's
yeah.
their own project.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing, I'm watching Francis Tower
Tower,
saying,
yeah.
vai fazer live
It's
a
Tower, man.
live act with the keyboard and the mouse, man. I'll do that, man. But man, bring me a share, man, please.
No, look, Ricky is saying this. Sleep Archive, and let's be honest, Sleep Archive, I love
I
Sleep
know, man.
Archive,
Yeah, man.
is
Sleep
reading
like
emails. Like,
like this.
is there reading, like, okay, new email. Okay, let me answer this email. And it's super, like, I love that thing
Oh my
because you
god,
look
man.
at the dude,
Yeah, yeah.
he's like super chilled, reading emails, and the
My
music is like,
god.
like whoa,
I know.
where is this
Man,
dude
he doesn't
going?
move, man. He's like stairs, like standing still, like.
And normally his signature move is having one hand in his pocket while doing
Yeah.
live, man.
Yeah. So and yeah, or maybe with the beer because yeah, we
Or
all like
yeah,
yeah,
it's either
yeah,
like
can beer
this or just hand in the pocket and
like this,
doing things. No,
like
but yeah,
beer
yeah.
like this.
But
So good.
I'm curious. I'm curious to.
Yeah,
I hope that in the
yeah.
future,
I'll do that, man.
I'll have
I
more
will do that.
buddies to do live acts and stuff.
Man, maybe
That's my
I
thing.
will join you like for a week, man, and you're gonna show me the way how to do the live acts, man. I would love to do that, man. Yeah, I would love to do that, something like that.
No,
But yeah, I want to do that like in the near future.
no, it is no.
But I need to study it. I need to. I need to. I don't know, man. I need to study. I need to check like sequencers and maybe like because I'm using like everything digital, so maybe I'll get a push
Yeah, to help,
to launch
to
the
be
loops
faster,
to
to be
help
faster. Yeah,
to
to
be
be faster.
faster.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll see. But yeah,
No, yeah, and there's one thing that and I think you also share this. I think everybody shares this. There's something special when the music you do becomes tactile, haptic. That
yeah,
you can twist knobs
yeah. I know.
and move things.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that is also the part which also humanizes music,
yeah,
which also allows you to do mistakes that become human, and
Yeah.
it is that duality of following patterns, but at the same time fucking up, like when you should
Yeah.
have push the fader up, and you fucked
Yeah.
up, open the filter, that in
Yes.
the end makes it special, you know.
Yeah, I know.
When it's super structured, it's also
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Like
I
super mechanical and
yeah,
straight. Yeah.
yeah,
I know. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, let's hope
Let's see.
for better things. And
Yeah.
actually, I actually, for the guys who are seeing this right now, I did gave you guys a challenge, even if you were playing with the computer, which
Yeah.
is remotely jam. Like we can do jams and we can do music
Yeah.
remotely. You can be
Yeah.
in
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Algarve and I can be here, and you
Sure.
can do music in time, in sync.
Yeah.
So that's something that we should explore. Like we are a small
Yeah.
community in Portugal.
Yeah,
We
man.
we
I
are
would love to
growing,
do that.
we are growing,
I'm,
but we are
I'm,
small.
I'm down to do it. Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I think we should try it, and
Yeah.
more and more.
Let's do
So
now.
that's no, yeah. Well, that those are my normal
I need to
Sundays.
get another computer to put you with the helmet and so guys.
Yeah. But no, but for sure, like next week, by the way,
Yeah.
next week I'll be doing something with a Porto friend, and I'll be doing that. I'll be doing a remote jam with him.
Yeah.
Like he also has some machines, so I'm gonna try it with him,
Cool.
which will be cool. So we have a question here from Brandon McVeigh 72, which it's a nice one to ask as well. How long did it take until you were happy with your production making techno?
Oof. So let me think. Maybe I don't know. I'm doing music since I don't know 8 years now. I started doing like only techno 6 years ago. So maybe like I think. Let me think about it. I need to think about it. Like 3 to 4 years to I like when it comes to like play my tracks. The first tracks the tracks I still play, they are like 3 years old, 4 years old. Like before that, I don't touch them. Don't touch them. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I'm super. Yeah, I'm super happy what I'm doing nowadays. But yeah, man, it's a big process. It's a big waiting and a big struggle. You know, man. You know, you making music since 2003, man. You know that. So, but yeah, man. Sometimes it's fucked up, but yeah, man. Keep struggling.
No,
Keep
yeah,
fighting with that, man.
I th-
That's.
I
But
th-
yeah, man. 3 to 4 years
yeah,
to get a
to
smile on
be
my face. Okay,
confident.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
amazing. This is rocking. This is banging. Yeah, like yeah, 3 to 4
But you
years.
know, I also think that's part of the process. Like even for
Yeah,
me nowadays,
yeah,
and like I think I think when you stop having that feeling that you like everything you do, something is
yeah,
wrong, because I at least I feel that. I think that not liking my own stuff, and not
yeah,
being happy about my own stuff, even if people love it.
yeah.
Okay, I think it's part of the process of being a producer,
Totally.
because you want to always
Yeah,
achieve more and do more,
yeah,
and it's totally fine with that. But
yeah, man. And don't get rushed and bored, man.
yeah,
Like don't. Fuck, I'm missing the word. What you get it? You don't rush.
don't rush things.
That's
Yeah,
don't rush, man. Don't rush things, man. The things will come if you produce, man, and if you spend a lot of time doing music, man, it will come, man. But like maybe I have friends that they only took like 2 to 3 years, but that's different because I didn't had any help, man. Any zero helps because there were no. I came I'm from Almada. All my friends listen to hip hop and kuduro and kizomba.
yeah,
you know
yeah.
so I was the only guy coming to Lisboa and enjoying techno, so I didn't have any helps, man. Only maybe like only when I met Temudo maybe, or internet was the help. And when I met Temudo, this started because Tmudu, like when I met him, he was messing around with Ableton way more than. First of all, I wasn't making music with Ableton. I was making music with Logic, and then I changed because of Vasco and Pedro and Tmudu. They made me change. Not they made me. They didn't like. No, you must know, man. But it's like it was
They showed you the
natural. I
way.
changed it because all my friends are using it. I like it. It's more intuitive, so I'm gonna change it. But yeah, man, I didn't have zero helps, man. Zero. And now I know nowadays it's way better. It's way better because we have all the tutorials. You have VIL teaching. I'm joking.
But it's true. It helps. It
I'm
helps.
joking,
It
but yeah,
helps.
that's true. We have not, man. You have a lot of people doing the classes, and you have techno classes because back in the days, man, the like to get a like a music grades, man. Your teacher might be like a um, hard techno guy or a trans enthusiast, man. And nowadays you can go straight to the point. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna take the turnaround of the all the bullshit. Can go straight to techno with the guys helping you, I didn't have that. I didn't have that.
No, I think
Yeah,
we talked about this. This is kind of a
yeah,
recurring topic in these talks we do, in these live chats we do. I think the most important things are first, be patient, work a lot,
yeah. For
don't
sure,
rush it, don't rush
that's the
it.
major thing. That's the key thing. Don't be
Yeah,
you need to be patient.
yeah, be patient. Secondly, listen to a lot of music also helps, but also more than that,
Compare
yeah,
music.
compare your
Compare your
stuff,
stuff.
what you're doing.
You can. I'm like on the early days. I had like always a track, like a reference track, man, to check the frequencies, the frequency points, not to get the sound, but only the frequency points to to to, to get the same form wave or something like that. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Helps a lot.
And the third thing that I've been telling us also people, and I think this is super important, is find a group of people, or find at least 1 2 people
Yeah.
that you have a good connection, and ask for feedback, honest
Yeah.
feedback, not just like, hey, nice, it's very nice. No, that sucks, but
Yeah.
those are the things, and I think naturally, with the flow of things, you'll start to
Yeah.
understand that, oh, I would play this music,
Yep.
you feel like, okay, I'll give this music a chance to be played on a DJ set, and it's also super normal. And I think
Yeah. Normal.
sometimes
It is.
people don't
It
realize
is. Bro.
this, which is,
Yeah.
since you are producing your own music, you are listening to the same track 100 times, 1,000
Yeah.
times, and it gets boring after that.
Yeah.
But if you just leave that track on, like, when you marinate like something to cook, like leave it for 2 days in there.
Yeah.
If you do that with the track, like, okay, you did the track, you're not gonna touch it for a week, and then you leave it somewhere,
Yeah.
and then you go back to the track and listen, you'd be like, oh, maybe this has a
Yeah,
chance.
maybe I'll grab this one. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll get it. Maybe this one has a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it becomes natural to say
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
love to do. I love doing that.
yeah, me too,
Really,
me too.
I love doing that.
I have to do that.
Yeah,
Like, for me, in my process, if I don't do that, I will end up not playing anything that is mine.
yeah,
I will end up deleting everything that I did.
yeah,
But that took time for me to understand. Like,
yeah,
it was not so obvious for me to happen that. But mainly for me, what does the trick a little bit as well? It's having also a group of friends, which I can also ask for honest feedback,
yeah.
which helps a lot. Like, it's like validating.
Yeah.
Like,
Truly.
I'm okay with this track, but what do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah,
Oh, it's a shit,
and
dude. It doesn't.
yeah,
That helps a lot as well.
yeah, helps, man. Yeah, you need to get better. Like, or yeah, it's getting better. Or this one is not the best, or not the best. Man, I have a lot of people like sending me music and to approve, or not just like to see Noon. Can you have a check? Can you see, man? I'm always gonna say the truth, man, about it. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
man.
me. Yeah, even if
Yeah,
like, I think it's
and don't be shy. Yeah,
I think it's much more counterproductive, if you just say, "Oh, it's nice," to be polite, because what you'll be doing in the end, you'll be just fucking up that person, and he will keep doing the same mistakes and the same things when
yeah,
you could just be could just be helping that person to move on and say, look,
Yeah.
the idea is good,
Yeah.
but sound-wise, it's bad here, here, and here, and that
Yeah.
helps. People shouldn't not be afraid of being
Man, of
direct.
course.
Like,
Don't be afraid. They don't need to get pissed about it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The truth is the truth.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on,
Yeah.
our friend Kaylee Music, super nice questions about production. So he's asking, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Sorry. Him, he, her. It's asking. You said your projects don't have that many channels.
Okay.
How do you avoid overthinking and keeping it simple? Do you have rules when working on a project? Good question.
I don't have rules mostly. Like, of course, I'm not gonna. No. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. I need to think because I always shoot the words first, but then I have to think about it. Like when it maybe I'm gonna like deconstruct. Like I start with the kick. I don't use 3 or 4 layers of kicks. I only use one layer for kick, and I use one layer for everything. Like I use one kick, one bass line. Maybe the bass line comes with the synth, or I do a bass line, then I do another track with with um with the synth. Then the hi hat games, like I have everything spared, but like mostly my tracks are maximum 8 to 10 tracks, yeah, maximum. But and about the overthinking, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just comes natural to me nowadays, man. Like I first of all, I don't spend a lot of time with a bad idea rolling. I'm gonna delete it right away, and I'm gonna start everything brand new. I'm not ashamed. I don't have any problem to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to overthinking, man, I put everything behind from to my back, man. I fucking and I keep on. So yeah, but I don't have major rules, man. Sometimes I start with I don't know, kick first and bass line. Sometimes the heads first, sometimes the grooves. Then I go straight to the groove. I don't know. I have so much ways to do, man. Sometimes I'm like in 1 week I do kick, bass, and heads, and then another week I do okay. I'm gonna change it, man. I'm doing this all the time, and so I'm gonna change now. I'm gonna do heads, kicks, and heads, baseline, and kicks, man. Yeah, I do that, man. I try to do that, man. It doesn't matter. I don't really care about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but about the simple things, man. I like to keep everything on one channel and one layer for the kick, one layer for the baseline, one layer for the hi hat, one layer for the clap, and that's it. And then I go to pads, man. Really good, really strong, really strong sounds, and that's it. That's why.
Yeah.
This is why I keep it simple.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
that's the way to go. Like,
Yeah.
if you start overthinking about what you're doing, it starts
Yeah.
to be more, or better, it starts to be less expressive and less your own things, and you're trying to come up with something that you're not feeling at all. And music for me at least, it's a way of expression and a way of expressing emotions as well. So when you start to overthink a little bit, and not letting things flow, like let's see where this goes,
Yeah.
you start to be a little bit frustrated. I at least that
Man,
happens to me.
It's a brain lock.
Yeah, it's a
Really,
brain lock. Yeah.
It's a brain lock, man. For me, it's a brain lock. So I just delete the whole project.
Yeah.
I don't mind to do that, man, and I keep rolling.
Yeah, I do the same. Like I
Yeah.
also I prefer to delete the project than keeping it.
No, I delete it. I let just
Like
go
me.
straight to the garbage bins.
Yeah, like me.
Right click, empty.
Like me,
Garbage.
I do the same. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
all
don't
the
even
time.
like. We have some friends that I know that they do like, okay, I'm gonna keep this for a later time. I'm not able to do that. I'm like, no, this is shit. This
Yeah.
is going to the garbage.
I know, yeah.
I'll do
You
better next time. I'll do better next
It's
time.
stealing my space on my hard disk, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, yeah. It's like me. It's like, oh, this is stupid space on my hard drive. So yeah,
Exactly, man.
go away.
Totally.
But again, there is no right or wrong way of doing things.
No, totally.
The major thing, I think, at least for me, it's go with the flow. Just see where things
Totally.
go.
That's my slogan. Not the groove dealer. It's
Yeah, go with the flow.
go with the flow, man. all the time, man.
Yeah. So
That's
next album, go with the flow instead of
go with
groove
the
dealer.
flow.
Go with the
Groove
flow.
dealer.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah,
Amazing.
no, but that's it. It's go with the flow
Yeah,
and don't be
yeah,
afraid
all the time.
to experiment.
Yeah,
Just go crazy. Experiment. Like fuck
yeah,
it.
exactly.
There's no right or wrong on
Yeah,
this. Cool, cool. That
right.
those questions are super cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Um, so another one from our usual viewer, DNG Cree.
Mhm.
Yeah. Glad. Hi, glad to join our discussion. From which part? Okay. From which part VIL usually starts his tracks? Generally from kick bass or from synth atmosphere? Well, so okay. You already answered this one. So
Answer these, yeah.
yeah, you don't have
I
a
don't have a
rule.
particular way to start my
Yeah.
project. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I start with the kick, sometimes the bass line, sometimes the heads, man. I told before, like sometimes I spend the whole week starting the kick, bass, and heads, and the coming week I'm gonna the twist. I do it, man. I don't have a particular way, man. Like it just comes straight because sometimes, like I love to open the projects, man, and open like a drum rack or
Mm-hmm.
like put my kicks or put my kick over there, man, and I start jamming, playing, man. Then like okay, this one is rolling well, man. So then I keep rolling, man. That's the same thing, flow. Just let it flow, man. I don't I don't have a particular way to start music, so
Yeah.
I just jam.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow again.
Go with the flow.
Yeah,
No, yeah, no,
yeah,
yeah. I think following this as well, just find the
yeah,
way that you feel more comfortable working.
yeah,
Invest some time into
yeah,
discovering if you prefer to start with a kick, if you prefer to start
yeah, yeah.
random. Just experiment until you feel, oh,
Exactly.
this is the way I
Yeah,
like to go.
because I don't use templates. I have like empty project all the time, and I
Yeah,
do everything again. Of course, I have my shortcuts,
of course.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I always use like zero on the project all the
yeah.
time.
I do
I
the
don't like
same.
to do that. Yeah,
I do the exact same
yeah.
thing. Cool. And then we had from Dlich, PT. Is asking you, do you design your own kicks or use samples? And if you
I
use
saw.
samples, let me just finish. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Do you use the standard 808 909 samples from Ableton?
I do use samples.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sample guy. I love to use samples. I'm not ashamed to do. I'm not ashamed to do that. To tell you guys that. I'm a 909 purist guy. So I have really good friends. We have really good studios who let me sample the original kicks, and I did like, of course, like in the years passed, and then I did over processment on the kicks, man. I did my own way. So and I figure out it's like I'm using like 5 kicks. I did by use sampling and resampling and treating the kick. That I'm using them nowadays. I don't use the originals from Ableton because I don't like the way it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
You need to compress them. You need to distort it a lot. So I'm not going to use them. I prefer to get a strong one. Then I treat the way I want to use it. So yeah, but yeah, I use samples all the time for kicks.
Yeah. No,
I don't design my kicks.
no. It is I don't think at all that sampling is not a bad thing at all.
No, it's not.
You just have to be smart how to use samples.
It's not.
That's the thing.
Enough.
Many genres like hip hop. It's basically
Yeah.
the art of sampling.
Man, I think I have a really similar way to do hip hop beats.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a really similar way to because I have a lot of hip hop
Influences on you.
producers and friends,
Yeah.
big time hip hop producers, and we have really the same way of thinking, like really short, really low number on tracks and
Mhm.
like simplicity, good samples, and yeah, man, be smart.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Like, yeah. And let's be honest. In 2021,
Yeah.
if you're not rich at all, who's gonna buy a 909?
Man,
Yeah, even like yeah, that's the
no,
thing.
no.
not even the small boutique
Yeah,
TR09. It's even available, and it's super expensive. So,
yeah,
of course, like some
no,
things you have to go to samples.
no samples, man.
Like my own way, and this is something that is always
Yeah,
recurring. Like people, also how did you do this kick? Many of the times it's just a 909 kick, but it's completely processed in a way that doesn't sound
yeah,
like a 909 kick.
exactly.
That's the key. That's the key. It's
Yeah,
process your sounds. Make them yours.
exactly.
Make them yours.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So there's a question here from my friend Reconnect Belgium, which it looks like similar, but it is not, because I think we did not answer this in this form. Following that idea, when did you felt comfortable with your music? Okay, like when
Yeah.
did you start to enjoying it? Reconnect is asking in a different form. When did you think your music was ready to release or ready to approach labels? This is a cool
Mhm.
one. This is
All
helpful.
right. So, like, of course, we need to start to release music, and I started 2015 releasing it. I did my first release. I'm, I'm like, no, não tenho vergonha.
I'm not ashamed. I'm not.
I'm not ashamed. Sorry,
I'm not ashamed.
I'm just,
No, dude, it's
just
totally
doing myself.
fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
So I'm not ashamed of what I did, man. Of course, I don't identify myself with that, but man, I released it 2015, my first release, man, and man, I don't know, man. Like I felt comfortable on that time to do that because like everybody was feeling and a good feeling of my music. So man, I felt comfortable and I did release it, man. Like I don't know what to say else, yeah, but I think it came like I don't know when I started like doing techno like 2014, then 2015 I did my first release, man, and I try it. I just try it, man. Like let's see what happens, and yeah, I'm still here like releasing, and yeah, easy.
No,
I, like I'm not a shy guy, as you know it.
yeah, I know
Like
you're not shy at all.
I'm never shy on like on like I'm zero shy guy, and man, I just put it, I just release it, man, naturally, man. Like I don't know. Of course, I'm super happy with what I'm doing nowadays, but yeah, man. Like you need to grow up, man, and that's the thing who made you make you grow yourself, man. It's releasing, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I think it's part of the I think it's part of the process that in the beginning, and this happens naturally.
okay,
Most of the things
exactly,
that you release on the beginning,
yeah,
um, after like 4 years or 5 years, you might not identify yourself with them, but at
yeah,
least you stand behind them because it's part of the
yeah,
process. But at some
yeah,
point, you have just to let it out and try out.
of course.
There's no shame on that at all.
No, man, zero.
Everybody had a beginning. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm not like is it. I have this like I think everybody has the same like I'm not super proud of my old tracks, but I stand
yeah,
behind
man,
them. Like
same,
I did that. It's part of the
I did that,
process.
man.
It's part of the process.
Totally, man. I think there are no DJs who enjoy their first releases, man.
Of course not.
That's
Of
that's
course not.
just a natural thing, man. But you
Yeah.
need to do that, man, or you are fucking Mozart, something like that.
And
But even
even
Mozart,
that, even Mozart, dude.
even
Even
Mozart.
Mozart, dude. So it's
Yeah,
all part of the process. And the thing is,
yeah, exactly.
uh, if you're really obsessive about this, just get a different name than the name you wanna use and send it to some labels
Yeah,
and see and just see it. And if you're
exactly.
comfortable, okay, then take your name and
Exactly. That's
go.
a good tip. Yeah, I didn't forget about it. Yeah, that's cool.
Like there's no shame about it.
No, zero.
But the only thing that you have to keep in mind, at least in my opinion, is but at least stand behind what you did. Don't say okay. It can sound shitty. It can sound
Yeah,
low for your standards after five
yeah,
years. But at
yeah.
least say I did this.
I did this.
I started here and now I'm here. So
Of course, man.
I evolved. I worked on my sound.
Exactly, man.
It's part of the process. And if you don't have that,
Exactly.
you'll never evolve. You'll never
Yeah,
be wanting to do more and
yeah,
more and more for yourself.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
that's a little bit that. there's no
For
magic,
sure,
guys.
bro.
There's no
No,
magic.
no, totally.
There's no magic,
But
which is like that.
yeah,
I keep copying the questions, but okay. I keep forgetting the names, and but hopefully they are here. Okay. Yeah. So my friend I hate your nickname. Change that nickname, dude, because he's my personal
what
friend.
is his name?
Rural. He says that his name
Roar.
is like roar. Okay, like a
Roar.
roar. Okay,
Right. Roar. All
roar.
right.
Roar. Please. I am your friend, and we are friends in real life. Change that nickname so I don't make an ass of myself. But it's a super cool question. How do you manage your creative flow? Do you feel some weeks you're super productive and others you're not, or you try to maintain a constant flow?
No, man. Sometimes I like how I'm on top. Sometimes I'm really, really, really low on productivity, man. Man, it's I don't know. It, that's the thing I can't manage. Sometimes I can sit on front of my computer like in one day I can take off I can do two tracks and sign them, and then I have weeks, man, and I take zero. So man, it kind of like, but when it happens, man, when it happens on that bad period, man, I always go into other styles, listen other kinds of music, do other stuff, man. Don't I'm not gonna spend and waste my time in front of the computer doing none. So I always try to do that, like distract myself, go running, gym, and cycling. I love to do that, man. So I dedicate way more into my personal life when I'm bad on my bad
Creative
on
side.
flow,
Yeah, your flow.
creativity side, and yeah, and but that's it.
You don't force it. Yeah, it's funny.
No, never, never, never,
It's
never,
funny because I know that
never.
João Temudo and I, we are the opposite of for example of you and Artur
Yeah,
Norbeck. You guys, when it doesn't work, just yeah, fuck it. Yeah, and
no,
João and
man.
I, we are always like, yeah, let's keep going wherever this
Yeah,
goes. But
yeah,
I think that even for João and me,
yeah,
at some point you really have to say, nah, fuck all of this. I'm just going to see
yeah.
movies and walk.
Yeah, 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 man. I do that a lot. I do that
Yeah.
not a lot because I'm being like lately. Okay, let me kick three times the wood.
Yeah.
But lately, man, I don't know. Like since summer, man, I've been so productive like I never was, man. Really, and I'm like every time I sit in front of the computer, I'm taking music. I'm doing finishing music, man. So like, I hope that doesn't end.
No.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cycles. It's
Yeah, man, totally, totally. And I don't force him. When of course there are weeks, man, I just take it off. But that's because I don't push myself to the limit. So when
yeah.
I start feeling like I'm going low, I took off. And
Yeah.
then okay,
Yeah.
all right, then I realize okay, I'm gonna get back to the computer. Okay, let's go again. And yeah, man, I do that a lot, often.
Yeah, I think that's also the part. That's also how to say. It's also a part of of knowing yourself, knowing your process
Yeah,
as well.
exactly,
What works for me might not work for you as well.
exactly,
I-
man.
I- I-
We have
yeah,
different
different
ways of
people.
thinking,
We can
different people.
and I think what is super good is to share those
Yeah,
processes with one another, so
exactly.
that you can even like, okay, let me try what Nuno is doing. Let's see if it works more for me or not. I think those things are cool to experiment,
Yeah, exactly,
just for you to also, of course, know which one fits you better. I think
exactly.
that's a little bit that, and
Yeah,
it takes time.
for sure.
It takes time, of course. So
Yeah,
yeah, it is what it is.
exactly. It is what it is.
Um, yeah, friends has a question which I think you answered in the beginning, but no, are you making music and DJing for a living, or do you also have a second job?
I don't know. I only work with music, fortunately.
Yeah.
Since 3 years ago, at least. Yeah, I'm doing like just music and DJing and teaching at the same time. I consider that like same like with music too. So yeah, I'm just doing this for living. I don't have any side jobs and anything else.
Lucky.
Just teaching gigs and studio.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
that's amazing. That's cool.
yeah,
Well, we
and
can say a little bit that teaching helps you support a little bit more the music. I think,
yeah,
right?
okay, yeah,
It's like a support for you
yeah.
to keep on going with
No, of
music.
course, man. And it came because it was a bad period. I wasn't getting much gigs,
Mm-hmm.
but I had the guys from the school offered me the studio to keep. So I had my
Mm-hmm.
studio in the school.
In the school. Mm-hmm.
I was there like 24/7 almost. I was I was teaching DJ and the production, and I was getting the gigs, man. And before the COVID was pretty well, man. Now just teaching, but yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. Um, our friend Tower is asking
Yeah.
you which labels are on your objectives.
Motherfucker. Okay, on my objectives. I think I already achieved that, luckily. But I can name you. Of course, I love Key Vinyl from Trinity Key. I would love to get a release there,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I can. I'm gonna have. I already signed on one of my favorite labels, which is Clockworks. I'm gonna have a release with Grav in Clockworks, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much happy with that. But yeah, I still have a few labels to that I would love to release. Like I love Token Records. I love I don't know there's still a lot, but my favorite, man, I think Clockworks, man. I'm pretty happy with that. So but yeah, I need to think about that later after this one after
After
this
this
release.
one, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
No, it is. No,
yeah,
I think
yeah,
well, for me it's amazing
yeah,
all this
yeah,
process you've been doing and in all your career, but I think this kind of happens naturally. Like
yeah, man, of course.
those goals are amazing and should be there
Yeah,
for you to keep on, but at the
yeah,
same time, what you think today might change in 2 years, for example.
exactly.
Some of them stay forever, some of them change.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, no, but honestly, yeah, you are on fire lately. So
yeah.
yeah,
Thank you, man.
many things will come from that for
Yeah,
sure,
man, for sure, man.
for
Yeah, after
sure.
that, I think it will be like,
Yeah,
yes.
keeping working.
Yeah, all the time.
Good things will come.
Hard work pays off.
Yeah, yeah, for real. It really does.
It really does, man.
Again, roar.
Yeah.
Asking you, no. I reckon you've been a hardcore head also. Which bands were you listening to?
Hardcore. So I love the British crew, um, Reckless Records, like Band Them Out, Nine Bar, Shattered Realm, of course For the Glory here from Portugal. I love them. I don't know. What else, man? There's a lot, man. There's a lot of cool bands that are not working anymore, that are not playing anymore from Almada, because we had a really strong hardcore scene in Almada. Steal Your Crown from Dice. Big hug to Dice is fighting cancer, unfortunately, man. A really good friend of mine. He has like amazing beatdown hardcore, like gangster beatdown hardcore, amazing, man. Super. All the man, for the drummer to the singer, man, they are fucking good artists, man. Super influenced by hip hop, which really I really like the approach with the hip hop with the hardcore, because it's kind of the same way of thinking. I really like it. But yeah, but mostly the UK ghetto hardcore bands. I love that kind of sounds. Really, like really raw break with the loads of breakdowns, and yeah, I love it.
People
Yeah.
saying,
Maybe I'll do a DJ set one day with hardcore
okay.
with hardcore bands. But yeah, I'll see.
People saying
I'll enjoy.
our mythical Ratos do Porão.
No, of course I like it, but that's thrash metal.
That's
It's different.
trash. Yeah, Ricky Cross, Mr. Miyagi. I don't.
Oh man, yeah, they're amazing. Like skate punk hardcore band. Like it's a really like it's more like crossover, like loads of styles mixed, like thrash metal, hardcore, punk. Man, I love them. I saw them like 10 times, man. They're super, super good, man. And the singer is an amazing skater, man. I love him. Amazing, amazing music, man. They're really cool.
Awesome.
And they have a really cool song. It's VC isn't place for me, which is Viana do Castelo isn't place for me. And I really like them, and shout out to them.
Vienna. Poor Vienna. I love Vienna do
Yeah,
Castelo.
I love Vienna, man. My God.
I love Vienna. Not
I
not
really,
just
I
not
really,
not just because of the cool memories that I
yeah,
have,
yeah, yeah.
but honestly, it's a super chilled place. Like I don't know,
Yeah, man, I
I
love
don't
it.
know why
Not
people.
just not just because of Neopop, but I've been there
No,
like 3 or 4 times, man. Super chill, man. Close to the sea. It kind of reminds me of Costa da Caparica because
really,
yeah, because it's like it's you have a lot of activity like just near by near the sea,
yeah,
So it kind of reminds me, and Almada too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I really like it. I really like it.
No, I
Same
have.
feeling.
Yeah, I have I have a special place in my heart for Vienna because it it was the first place that I've started doing more my music thing with Zé Diogo
Yeah.
from Reaxis
Mhm. Mhm.
back in the minimal days. I have tons of friends from there as well,
Yeah.
also matters.
Yeah.
It's super near from Porto. It's 80 kilometers from Porto, so in less than an hour you're there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And even that nowadays Vienna has not much nightlife as it used to have in the
No,
past.
unfortunately. Yeah.
It is a super nice place. It's little, but it's cozy. It's near the sea, and me living in Portland,
Yeah.
I always lived near the sea as well. I think
Yeah.
it all makes it special. Plus, anti pop, neo pop also makes it special as well, of course,
Of
because
course.
it's one of the main and nowadays the main electronic festival that
Yeah.
we have here
The
in
main. Yeah. It is.
it's the main one. It's the
Yeah.
main one. Now, question from Timeless O'Clock, Telmo, um, asking us what's the place. This one is for both of us. What's the place festival that you guys look more forward to play, and what was the best one so far? Okay. Should I start? You start. There you
I
go.
can. I can
Go.
start.
Go.
So, what I would love to play, festivals. Okay.
Festivals or place or club?
Oh man, I'd love to play on Berghain for sure, man.
Everyone.
Everyone, man. Like I can go like to the top of the list. There's still few places. I'd love to go to Tel Aviv, man, or Tbilisi. I'd love to go there because I like those remote places who have a really strong culture with electronic music. So yeah, I would name Tel Aviv and Tbilisi. I would love to go there.
Yeah,
I'd love to go
Block and Kitty.
there. Yeah, Block and Kitty.
Yeah.
You know, and festivals. I don't know, man. Festivals.
Tomorrowland.
Festivals. I'll play there if they pay me well, man. I'll play there not on the mainstream, of course. I'm joking with you, but I don't know. Festivals. No, pop was really cool, and the timetable they put me to play, they put me playing, man, was amazing, man. I played from 5 till 6, man. So it was like on the top of the no, sorry, 4 till 5, man. So the crowd was massive. It was really cool, and I don't know, man. I don't remember much festival that I would love to play, man. I'm more into small venues
Yeah.
or intimate venues, man. I don't know, man. Maybe there's a I don't know. Maybe Terraforma in Milano, like to like a
Oh
different
yeah.
something different. I've been there, man. It's one of my favorite things ever that I ever done, man. Was to go to Terraforma, man. Was for me was a life-changing experience.
People are joking
But
with us,
no, I would
basically.
love to play in Lucumia or X Club.
Leukomia, man. I
I would
will
love,
pay.
man.
I will pay to play
I would take
Leukomia.
my little fingers to play
To
in
play
Lucumia.
Leukomia, I will
Or,
pay to play.
on those festivals in Kadok, man.
Yeah, I will pay to play Leukomia.
I would love, man.
But yeah, we
Mm.
cannot play anymore in Leukomia. I will
I don't know,
pay
but
for that
man,
shit.
which festivals would you like to play? Let me know, man. I don't have nothing in my mind now.
So
I don't know. I'm
going
so low on parties.
going. Oh, nice. Star Lab just rated us. Thanks, PDJ Sander.
Oh man,
Thanks a
Going,
lot
man.
for
Shout out.
for the raid. Uh, about places. Okay, so places that I would love to play. Okay, of course, always there's always that cliche of Berghain playing in
Bargain,
Berghain.
of
Yeah,
course. No.
but there's some places not that I maybe they're not that so obvious. But for example, I would love to play Labyrinth in Japan, in Tokyo.
Oh yeah. That would be sick.
I would love
On
to.
the in the fucking forest.
Yeah, I
I
would
know.
love to play Labyrinth because
Yeah. That's the gig. That's the gig, man.
I,
Yeah.
I
I
love
don't remember that.
I love the Japanese culture
Yeah,
and I love the
me
way
too.
they set up Labyrinth. It looks super
Me too.
cool. Uh,
Maybe I would love to play Deck Mantle. I would just remember that. I'd love to play that. It's a different five and maybe do some different kind of set. I'd love to play that.
yeah,
Maybe one day.
Deck Metal looks cool as well.
I like it.
I would love to play. Well, it is possible that one. I would
Yeah.
Trezor. I would love to play Trezor.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's that cave
It's a
dirty.
cool venue, man. I played that
Yeah, I
once.
know. I know.
Amazing. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's yeah,
It's mythical.
and the boot it's really coffee.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Other places. I don't know. Like that's the thing. I just want to play on places that people will have fun and like the
Exactly.
music.
I think that's
I'm
what I
not
want.
picky. I'm not picky at all.
Me neither,
Like
man.
if you let me play my music and you
Yeah.
enjoy it and you have fun, it can
Yeah.
be whatever that thing is,
Yeah.
I'm fine. About
Yeah.
about the second part of the question, which is places that you love to play. Okay, the venue that is more in my heart until
Yeah.
today, it is in Madrid, Utopia Club.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
Utopia, it was COVID. Thank you, COVID, motherfucker.
I was supposed to go there too, man.
Oh man, oh you all love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Utopia in Madrid is something of an amazing venue.
I know.
Small,
I know.
insane sound system, super tweaked. People crazy for your music,
I'd love
super
to go there.
supportive. Massive place to play.
Yeah,
I
totally.
love that one, and yeah, I enjoyed playing Gar many times. But I also enjoyed a lot, which was the first time I did my first live act. Actually was in Neopop in the 10 years of
Oh, then.
Neopop. Yeah, it was not the best time,
Amazing.
the best time to play it. It was from 11 to midnight. Of course, I had like only like 100 people seeing it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But it was
All right.
cool.
Yeah.
But it was cool because like your first live act in a fucking festival in a huge booth in
Yeah.
a huge stage,
Amazing.
and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
god.
Like you have a really high
Yeah,
standard.
yeah,
Basically
yeah,
about that.
yeah. Like we say in Portuguese, not even a bean will fit your ass. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's the worst expression ever, guys. Okay, just ignore that we said this. I did not say this. Okay,
Yeah.
but it was like fuck.
I
I'm
know.
here. I never did a live act in my life, only in my house, and now I'm
Yeah.
playing a fucking festival. And if things go wrong, I'm fucked. And I enjoyed that because it was my first live act, my first live act experience. But honestly, despite all the clubs, despite everything,
Yeah.
I will just be happy to let people to have people letting me play what I like and cherish what I do.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's the point. Yeah.
That's the point. Like I'm not
Yeah.
picky. But like
Yes.
you, I have one preference. I do prefer small venues, small clubs.
Venues. Same as well.
150, 200 people there. I do prefer that because I think that it's much more. It's closer to the just like we said. Like we're gonna repeat ourselves. It's closer to the people. It's much
Yeah.
more
Intimistic.
personal, intimistic.
Yeah.
It's different. The vibe there is completely different, and I do like to see people's faces having fun, and even to fist bump on people.
Yeah.
It's much more rewarding in the end. Big
Yeah.
venues, big festivals, it's cool, big sound systems, all that
Yeah.
shit. But it's you on a big stage and people there, and you're like, yeah, cool, man, like
Yeah.
awesome.
For sure.
But for sure, like main point is that's the main point. We're
Yeah.
just I think me and you we just want to play. Like we don't care. Like as long as people are there and people are supportive
Totally.
and everybody is
That's
nice, we'll be there, and we'll
Yeah.
at least I think this way. I'll be the most professional person that I can be. And I'll also be relatable to the people.
Yeah.
Like it's the same guy who is here right now talking with you will be the
Yeah.
same on the club,
Same.
just
Yeah.
like, hey guys, hey, cool, thank you.
Yeah.
No matter if the
Totally.
club is
Indeed.
gigantic or the club is small, no, same respect to the people, same treatment to everyone. That's
Exactly,
what
bro.
matters to me in the end. I don't
Think the same way. Totally.
Dek Mantelgar,
Yeah. Whatever.
whatever.
Whatever. Just give me the good. Just give me the good vibe, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm happy with
Yeah,
that.
that's it. Let's just all have a
Yeah.
good time
Yeah.
and a good vibe and that's it. But yeah, I hope we answered
Yeah.
your question the best way we could.
Yeah.
Because it is what it is. Let me see. Yeah, people of course people were making fun of us, like saying to play in what I seen here some funny
What
ones.
is it?
Like Mel
Let
Sudoeste,
me
like
check.
for us to play Mel Sudoeste, yeah, guys,
No,
for sure.
small summer fest.
Small summer fest, yeah, like like Aquacella, yeah,
I'll do
Aquacella can fit.
Yeah, can fit, yeah.
Depend of the years, it can fit.
Yeah.
Oviveja, Oviveja,
I'll be.
Oviveja, dude. Okay, we
Okay,
can try.
cool.
We can try something out of
Yeah.
the box.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
try.
Time warp.
Time warp.
No.
Oh,
No, I'll go there. I'll go there. I'll do too. I'll do that
90s,
one.
90s time warp.
Yeah.
But even but like that, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah,
maybe
totally.
some of them they're completely shit.
Monegros.
Monegros, yeah,
Cadó.
like
Monegros,
guys.
I'll go there.
I think this is the point. Like, Secession White. Okay. Okay. Like,
My God, man. Who
guys,
said
friends.
Man, yeah, I went there when they did it here in Lisboa, like I don't know, 2006,
Six, seven, I think.
Oh man,
Yeah,
it
no,
was
but
man.
that's the thing. Like,
Man, my God.
in the end, the key point for us that don't see this as a fucking business, or I
Yeah.
want to be famous, or whatever
Yeah.
they do. For
Yeah.
us, what matters, it's like,
Yeah.
does the people really want us there? Does the crowd fit? Will the people have a good time with me? Those are the key things in the end. Like, okay, let's take Secession White.
And no, you said your friend Ruel. You said, well, but again, it's basically Sensation Black.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Man,
That's
with
true.
Good music.
With good
With
music, with music, yeah, like perspectives. It's perspectives in the end. So basically, the thing is, Secession White could make some sense, but at the same time, I would not like to be that cumbersome person. That's what my music fit Sensation White? Perhaps
Yeah.
not. But
No.
let's say that Sensation White will say, guys, this year we're gonna just do an all techno, but real techno, not EDM shit and stuff. But
Man,
let's.
I'll do that, man. For
Why
sure,
not?
man. I'm not a picky guy, man.
That's it.
When
Like,
when it comes to this,
no,
to that
yeah,
subject. So I'll do that, man. But if I would fit on the placement,
that's it.
like
That's
like
it. Why
music,
not? Why
I'll do
not?
that, man.
Yeah, like.
I'm not a picky guy, man. About that. So, yeah.
Yeah, not saying that we
Yeah.
are musical DJ live act whores.
Yeah.
No, not saying that. Not saying that we are whores about it.
Yeah.
No, but it's like, if
Yeah.
it fits, if people have a good heart, they're not fucking businessmen trying to suck you up or anything. Why not?
No.
That's basically it. There's no, I don't know. I just want to play and
Yeah,
make people
exactly.
happy,
Yeah.
and if they like it, the best. That's the
Amazing.
thing. Yeah, no, and keep of course, and keep a little bit of quality, of course.
Yeah.
That's important. No, but that's it, guys.
Yeah.
More questions. You have more questions? We are already on the 2 and 10 minutes time mark.
10 minutes. Yeah.
If you have questions, keep them coming. But that's it. Oh, and a question, something that I will love to ask you. Completely different,
Let me know.
different thing. Like, outside of music, okay, outside of music and this thing and all. what kind of things do you really have interest on that you think um, do influence your music? I know that you're a very sports addict guy, but
Yeah.
what other things, out of the box things, do you really influence your artistic side?
Let me think about it. But like when it touches, like I can say I can name sports and everything.
Whatever, no, whatever, no, no,
Okay.
whatever. Like for example, like for me, watching
Movies,
movies for me
movies helps a lot, man.
helps a
I,
lot.
lo-
For example,
because I'm gonna make a match. Like you know, I love to use pads on my tracks.
yeah,
So I love sci-fi movies. I love sci-fi shit, and got a lot of inspiration from those soundtracks from the sci-fi movies. I love to do that.
yeah,
Beside that, like to when it comes when I'm off with inspiration, man, I love to do sports, man. Running, I love to run. I love go to the gym. I love to do I love to do mountain biking here, man, in Algarve because we have a lot of cool trails here.
yeah,
I have I have an all mountain bike, man, that I can go across everywhere. I do sometimes I do downhill. I have all my gear here. I love to do bodyboards. I started bodyboarding when I was 10 years old. When I still do it, I have my
yeah.
board and my wetsuit and my fins here. I have everything down here in Algarve. More, I love to cook, man.
Oh,
I
me
love
too.
cook.
I love to cook as well.
I love cook. I love to cook, man. Really, I cook every day, dinner and lunch and dinner, man. Every day, man. I own the kitchen here in my house, and I love to do that, man. I'm like and here in Algarve we have a outside grill barbecue, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna start with barbecue courses because I will spend a lot of so much time and here, man, cooking outside, man. I think I have like I don't know like 300 hours of barbecue for this in this I did in the summer, man. It was crazy, man. Really, man, man, we bought. Man, I think I bought I don't know, but with charcoal. I don't know, like maybe alpha ton.
Alpha Ton
Man, I'm not
coal.
joking, man, because we are like, I have a lot of friends here, and you know, like we are Algarve is the area who are less affected with the COVID. So we and all my friends work from home, or they have like really they.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any people got infected here. I don't know. So that keeps me safe. So we still doing some dinners and outside
Mm-hmm.
parties, man. So and my fortunately my girlfriend has a really cool house, and all my friends live with I don't know with family or stuff, and they don't have
Mm-hmm.
like a big house to to
To do those
to
kind of meetings and stuff. Yeah.
exactly. So we were the main house, man. So then
Uh, you're you're on mute. You're on mute. You're muted. Mute. Okay.
no,
Yes. Now, yes.
no,
Yeah.
it's my microphone. It's fucked up here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, I love to cook, man. I love like spending time with friends. I love to party, of course. I
Yeah.
miss a fucking life. But yeah, beside that, man, yeah, man, I'm a sports guy. I love cooking. I love traveling.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. No, that's nice. That's
Yeah,
super nice. And now I have here a question. I
let me
have
know.
here this like I have to put this on context because or else it will sound super bad. But from rural, okay, rural,
All right.
who's a bald guy, okay, who's a bald guy, who's a bald guy, like
Easy, man.
what a motherfucking
I
question.
shave with the Gillette.
So his question is, um, from a bald guy to another bald guy, did you
All
start
right.
wet
You have my
shaving?
respect.
Did you start wet shaving? If yes, how often?
Wet shaving.
Yes.
Wet shaving. Okay, how
What
often?
the fuck?
Like from 3 to 3 days, man. Like I do it on the shower. Like first I wash my head off. I let the hot water come in for so the holes like
Open
it's
up.
wetter for the Gillette to open up. Yeah, that's it. I just take it off, man. Yeah, that's it.
For
Easy.
okay, so for everybody
That's a
bald
good
on the,
question.
for everybody bald on the chat, this is how bald people do it. Okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
no,
I have
uh,
four. I have a four como é que se diz? Quatro lâminas.
for
I have a
blades, for blades.
four blade the Gillette, man.
Gil-
It's amazing, man. Yeah.
no, well,
We should ask Gillette
for
for some
sponsor.
branding, man. For me, man, that would be good, man.
Yeah,
Man, a
no.
sponsor for my studio, man, with Gillette, like a big banner here.
Mac 5 Gillettes now shaving
Make
everybody's
five
head.
Gillette.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like just like Agassi, just like Andrea Agassi doing the shaving things. I remember
Oh my god.
those commercials. Oh my god, yeah. So I don't know what is shaving the head, but I know what is shave the beard, and I stopped shaving the
Yeah,
beard for a long time. So
yeah,
yeah, I hate shaving honestly.
yeah,
I just do it with the machine. Like I don't care anymore.
yeah.
Most of the times, I don't know. I think it's the skin. If I start shaving like it, because when I was working more in meetings
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
meeting and stuff, I tried to shave almost every day because I needed to shave every day. But the result
Yeah,
was I was butchering my face, man. I
yeah.
was like, cuts everywhere. So I said
Cuts
no.
everywhere. Okay,
So
you have maybe you have
I have sensitive skin. I was like, fuck
sensitive
this.
skin.
I'll
I
just
don't like a,
lucky. Yeah, I just stop it and just okay. I'll buy a machine
like man,
and I'll
if
do
I have
it.
like 1 millimeter like of hair, man, I spend like 10 minutes with on my head like poop, 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 poop,
Yeah,
poop, poop, poop. I
yeah.
don't even need a mirror.
No, and I just stopped it because honestly, I just keep the mustache nowadays and this
Yeah,
Homer Simpson beard
yeah, yeah,
and that's all. That's good.
yeah.
I don't fucking care.
Cool, man. Yeah,
Nice question,
more.
Rural.
Yeah, nice question, bro.
For fuck's
You
sake.
have my respect.
Yeah,
Bald guy to bald guy.
bald people unite. Um, I can't complain.
Yeah,
Well, I'm people ask me like, are you going
yeah,
bald? No, I just have a very long
no,
fucking hairline.
yeah. Big brain.
Uh,
You have a big brain.
I hope so. I hope so. But oh my God. So Orshin 28 asked something that we already talked a little bit. So this will be a fast one. Nuno, have you started using some hardware or still producing everything on the computer? Mainly on
And
the computer.
nowadays, I do everything on the
The
computer. I
computer.
use a few software
Yeah.
and a few hardware. I have friends who borrow me some machines,
Yeah.
but I didn't have the opportunity to buy them because I didn't have a lot of money. So I keep my own way the computer, man,
Yeah.
and I'm still doing it. Of course, I'm gonna own my own studio now, finally, man, with
Yeah.
school, and I'm gonna be able to buy some gear. So in the near future, until the end of the year, I'm gonna
You're
have a
gonna
really
mix
good
up
studio,
things.
and I'm gonna mix up things. But I'm gonna still using the computer.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to go back a little bit and just finish
No worries.
this hair thing. So
Yeah.
okay, so basically, what the fuck? But this is
What
cool.
the fuck?
Okay, so like
No,
Tower
and shoot them.
Tower
Shoot
is saying that new studies say that 4 or 5 blades are harmful. Dude, I never had
them.
any
Tower.
issue with 4 or 5 blades. I started with just 1 blade, 2 blades. Then it was Mach 3 when it came to the
Yeah.
market.
Oh man.
I prefer 5 and 4 blades because it cuts all this like,
Yeah.
stony or whatever this thing is. So
Yeah.
thank you for the warning, the
Amazing.
warning. Amazing.
Tower. Thank you. I'm.
And there was okay, Backbone Afonso. Yes, this mustache is for real, dude. If you want, I'll give you a little bit. I'll send you by mail some little bit of mustache hair. It's totally fine. And then it was that was Ruel saying, that's the question. How does he avoid razor bumps?
Ooh.
Does he use
So-
baking soda with water?
No. The best tip is you just pass really fast. They go off. They. Then they see the cicatrizam. Como é que é?
They get scars.
They get
it's
scars, they heal,
cauterized. They
and-
get cauterized.
and- And
Cauterized.
on the second time, they're gonna bleed a bit less, and the third time even lesser. So man, so I don't have like a lot of like meat signal. I don't know how to say that. Sinais de carne,
Uh,
okay, and like
um,
spots,
spots, signals.
spots
Yeah,
like
yeah,
signals, like the one
yeah.
heavy ones. I only have one here. Sometimes it bleeds a bit, but I just like I don't care much about it. I don't have a major tip for you, man. I'm sorry.
Just shave it, like fuck it.
Just shove it, man, fast.
I
Pow,
used
and
I
it
used to
comes off.
have I used to have well we need to ask the shaving club thing or whatever a sponsor. Like I used to have one thing when I used to shave almost every day was that those white batons that you put on water and then pass it
Yeah. Oh,
on
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
openings.
yeah,
I
yeah,
used to have to use that a lot, man.
yeah.
Like can you use that? Can you use that for the head as
I
well?
think so. I have a good tip for him. So when he bleeds a bit, grab a bit of Vaseline, just put it on top because it stains the blood. It's
The
really
blood.
really good. Yeah, it's a blood stainer. It's one of the best blood stainers. So yeah, that's one of the tips for you.
Vaseline for your cuts on the head.
Vaseline for the
For the cuts,
for
just
the
only for the
cuts. Only
cuts.
for the cuts. Not.
Only for the cuts. Back to the mustache. No, I don't compress my mustache. I'm sorry. I leave it a living organism. Doesn't
Yeah.
have bugs, but it's a living organism.
Yeah.
Okay, glue compressor. Yeah, glue compressor could work
Yeah.
for the mustache, and I think we are off the hair talks. Okay, let's put the hair talks back. Okay,
Outside. No.
outside.
No.
Well, yeah, mustache. It's a pain in the ass. Getting your head shaved is also painful. So okay, guys. Um,
What it is. It is what it
um,
is.
aren't you afraid there won't be any more blood on your head after? No, dude. You have so many
No.
blood that you can
No.
like. Yeah.
I'll give you.
Okay. Toilet paper is also a good for that. Okay. So
That's a good tip.
Vaseline.
Just just lick it and then stick
And
it.
stick it. Okay. So guys, if you need any tips about shaving your head or mustache, we can answer them on Instagram, Facebook, in my case Discord.
Yeah,
We'll help you.
I'm gonna start a page with that. Yeah.
VIL tips to get your head shaved.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to normal questions. So Livingstone Dell, one of our usual viewers, is asking you a good one. This is a hard one. If you could play only one track song for the rest of your life, which one it will be?
All right. I need to think a bit about it.
I know
But
mine. I know mine.
you know yours.
I know mine.
Okay. Jeff Mills for art.
For arts, okay.
Yeah,
Dave
yeah.
Dave Clark Thunder from Red 3.
That's a fucking track too.
Eh,
I'll play Jeff Mills for art forever.
yeah, that
Yeah,
mine is is
yeah,
Thunder. Like every, but that's one of my moves. Every time that I'm finishing or closing a club, I always play
yeah.
that track. I don't know, like
Amazing one.
it's
Yeah,
with me.
yeah,
So yeah, here's your answer.
yeah.
And now from Delitus, is asking you, how did your DJ, or better, I'm just translating this from Portuguese to English. When did your enthusiasm? When did you started to DJ? What did trigger you to DJ? What was the trigger for you to
Okay.
DJ?
First of all, I had a lot of records already
Mm-hmm.
because I was collecting them since my 13 years old, and my cousin had the turntables at home.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, I realized that when I started to listening into to dubstep, I started to buy loads of dub. I have like I don't know like on dubstep and bass music records at my father's, my parents' home, and so yeah, I had a lot of records. I bought the turntables, a mixer, and I just started playing, man. Yeah, and it just came natural because I was always in touch with the electronic music, and yeah, and I just bought, I just got a job, like a part-time job,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I bought two turntables and a mixer, a Vestax, like two channel Vestax no, not Behringer mixer, 3 channels,
Yeah,
a Behringer
those old
three
ones.
channels,
I remember
yeah,
those.
yeah, and two techniques, the Mark II. I bought them
Oh, the
brand
Mark
new.
II. Yeah,
Yeah, and I sold them.
you sold them. Oh,
Yeah, I
dude.
sold them. Yeah, I sold them. because I wasn't playing them a lot, man, and then I regret myself to my guts, man, to do that. But I'm gonna get them again. That's for sure. Yeah.
I, I learned something. I learned something with those things. I also have some stuff that I used to have in the past, like scenes and stuff that I really regret selling. But the way that I want to make things at least more pleasant is like I'll work my ass off to rebuy them
Yeah.
later on in my life.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
That's for sure.
it's what makes sense because
Yeah.
I think we all
No,
do.
but man, I sold them because I need the money like fast, and I get a really good deal on like almost the same price I paid for them because because I sold them like I don't know like 5 years later. Yeah. And
Okay.
yeah, I sold them like almost the same price I bought them. So yeah, man, it just happened.
No, yeah, I
It
think
was like it was a must. I need to sell the. It was the only thing I have like money to sell
yeah.
to make some money. I'm gonna sell them so because I needed like ACAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like of course I regret them, but if I didn't do that, man, I was not able to do some stuff
Yeah.
that I need to do. So
Yeah, no,
that's yeah.
I also believe on that. Like, life is not always easy.
No,
Life
man.
is like, and sometimes we have like
Yeah.
I love what I have behind me, but if I'm on such a life struggle, that can happen at any
No,
time.
man, for sure. Yeah.
I will not even think twice. I'll
Yeah.
just okay. First, I'll try to do whatever I can to get money and to whatever I have to do.
Of course.
But if it's to a point where you cannot do anything, like fuck the machines, like it's super cool,
Yeah.
but it's a luxury,
course.
and I prefer to
Of
do
course.
it to overcome it and then work back again
Exactly.
to rebuy the things that I had. And I think that's a very good goal to
Yeah.
have for you to keep on
Yeah, man, for sure.
on following.
Easy.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's it. So, guys, to close this off, anyone has more questions? Lenga and Ricky Cross. I know you guys. I know both of you love each other, but
There's
just yeah, it's just be friends, okay, and be happy. I know you guys are
Yeah.
joking around with each other, but just don't go, don't go there.
Don't push
Okay.
it.
Oh, Afonso Backbone has a question. Vil, who is your favorite Portuguese DJ?
Okay. It's Cravo.
Cravo?
Cravo.
Okay.
That's yeah, it's Cravo for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I love his DJ sets, and then it's the guy I'm. Besides being one of my best friends, I think it's the guy who, not being just the best in Portugal, the favorite in Portugal. For me, is my favorite artist nowadays. It's Cravo. I can tell that, like with all my teeth in my mouth. And yeah, easy. From DJ sets to productions, he's my favorite
Okay. Nice.
nowadays because there's a lot of cool guys, man. My God, like all my team is amazing. But when it comes to my like to pick one, I'll say Krav. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, I think nobody has more questions. If I'll give you 2 minutes to bring a question in. No, but but this was fun, and I'm glad that you joined and you could join, and hopefully we'll do this on the near future as well to see where we were on this day and see what happened in like 6 or 7 months. Oh, okay. Last question from Lapau. Ideal 3-course meal to cook.
3-course meal to cook. Okay.
Yeah, the 3-course meal to cook.
Okay, so I would start with beetroot soup.
Beetroot soup. I love beetroot soup. I love it.
With the beetroot soup, which I do it with. I really enjoy to do it. I don't know, something with seafood. I love seafood. I'm a seafood lover. I don't know, maybe some like boiled seafood for the second, and maybe
Mhm.
I don't know. I know you don't eat meat, but maybe like a fillet or something like that just to finish. Yeah, see
Yeah.
if you want to go to a food, but man, I'm eating meat like I don't know, like once a week.
Really?
I eat a lot of yeah, man. Yeah, I'll reduce a lot the meat, man, because my girlfriend she's a bit Mika. She's she's pescatarian and she doesn't eat
Meat at
almost
all?
doesn't eat fish. Like he only goes vegetables. Like lately, only because we eat Algarve and we have amazing fish here, man. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we eat a lot of fish,
Algarve is seafood and fish
seafood
for
and
sure.
fish. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go that.
No, yeah, I know. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. I'm not shy about it. Yeah, I'm vegan
yeah,
for many years now, but
yeah. I know, man.
I don't have anything against what people eat or
I
anything.
know, I know, man.
You
I know,
know,
I know.
but yeah, no.
Because
Uh,
man, I love vegan dishes. That's for sure. I
yeah,
love it.
if well
I love it.
cooked,
Yeah,
if well cooked.
it's a challenge. I love to do it. I really love to do it. And I love to do seitan stroganoff, vegan seitan
Yeah,
stroganoff.
it's
I,
super
I
good.
love to do that. It's
Yeah,
so good, man.
it's so good.
It's
Well
so
done,
good. I
well
do it,
seasoned. It's super good.
man. I do it often. I love to do it. I
Yeah,
really love to do it.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Like the thing is, in Algarve, it's quite impossible for you not to not have access to good seafood and fish.
man.
It's impossible.
In general, man,
It's impossible.
when it comes to man to food, to life quality here, it's
It's very
way
good.
better than Lisboa.
Yeah,
Like
I know, man.
it's
And then
cheaper,
in Porto, man.
healthier, man. It's no, even in Porto, man. Same thing, man. It's the
It's
same
better.
thing.
It's 10 times better in Algarve. Like it's much
Yeah,
more
yeah.
chilled,
I love
much
it.
less polluted.
I love it
Much.
here.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's completely different. So yeah, no, I understand. Look,
yeah.
it's one of my main wishes. One of my main wishes. And I hope I manage to do this. One of the things. This might sound a little bit off, but don't take it on that way. One of the good things about COVID for me, and you know that I always used to work professionally, I have a real job, is that finally in Portugal people start to agree and open up for people to work remotely, right? So
Yeah,
work from home, and I'm
yeah,
super used to work from home. I prefer to work
yeah.
from home,
Of course.
and one of my main things is I want to get out of the city. I need to get out
Yeah,
of the
man.
city.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the same. I'm here because of the COVID, but I'm gonna get back when I get back to Lisbon, and I'm going to the seaside. I bought a house with Mikas,
yeah,
with my girlfriend.
yeah, your
We
girlfriend,
bought a
yeah,
house, and we might put because it's in the pretty much center of Lisbon. So we might put the house to rent, and we're
to
gonna
rent, yeah,
rent another place near the sea, like
yeah,
maybe Oeiras, Cascais, something like
yeah,
that, man.
something
Like
like,
super chill.
yeah,
It's just like 20 kilometers aside from the city, but man, it's so good and chill. So yeah, we might do that because of
yeah,
course I want to be a father, man. I'll prefer to to raise my kid in a chill place near the sea or something like that than
yeah.
rather
In the middle of the
all the
city. No, yeah, no,
right.
that's it.
Yeah,
Like I do love the city. I love Porto. You know how Porto people are about their own city.
yeah,
All the rest, fuck it, it's Porto.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But honestly, the last few years, I always lived in Porto.
Yeah, man.
Like I always lived in Margem Sul and then Lisbon,
Mm-hmm.
which always super loads of people and hectic. I
Yeah,
really want to move to a much quieter place and chill place. Like I have three places that I would love to go. Like Moledo in near Vienna,
yeah, it's amazing.
which is
Yeah,
amazing. Douro region, like I love the Douro
yeah,
region as
I
well.
love Dota too, man.
And I've and last year I finally had the chance to know Alentejo region, and I love the Alentejo region.
I love it.
And
It's my whole family is from Alentejo.
Alentejo, and I wouldn't mind at all having a place in Alentejo at all. It's
I
super
love
chill,
like
super cool. People are nice as well, but yeah. life has to follow a cycle.
Yeah, totally.
The only thing that pisses a little me off is I also I want to have kids and all, and I would love that my kids go to the same school that I did, which is the French school here in Porto, and that is in Porto. But first, I need to find money to put the kid on a private school, which is fucked up.
Yeah,
But well, whatever. If I can, I can. If not, there's not an issue. But yeah,
totally.
let's see where life takes us.
Yeah, man.
Just to
If you
finish
wanna
up,
come here, man, if you
uh,
wanna come here for like 2 or 3 weeks, man, just let me know
well,
because I have space for you, man.
well,
I really,
I think I'm gonna hit you up. You know,
man,
as long as my
really,
wife
I have,
as long as my wife can also take some time for from her normal job as
man,
well.
no worries, man. I have
Yeah,
like
I will
three
go.
rooms here, empty rooms. We can do. We
Oh,
can even
awesome.
bring the studio with you.
Awesome,
All good.
awesome, awesome. But yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah,
When the sun shines, I think I know who I'm gonna call. Anyways, just to finish the last two questions. One is not a question. One is a completely blunt request. But first for the question, Timeless O'Clock Telmo is asking us, and I answered on chat like, when do you expect normal club scene to come back? Next year. Next
next
year,
year maybe.
to
Yeah, I don't know. I
2099.
I don't want to. I don't want to think about it, and
Me neither.
I don't want to answer that question.
Me neither. Like
Yeah,
whenever they come,
I don't know exactly, man. I don't want to think about it, man. I stressed myself. I stressed myself too much, like on the
yeah,
early days of COVID. Now, man,
yeah.
I just don't think about it. I don't give a fuck.
And you
Yeah,
know, like I'm having tons of fun. It is not the same thing. I agree. It's not it is not the same thing. But I'm having tons
yeah,
of fun of doing live improvisations here in the studio.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, the human touch, the human feeling, it's missing.
Yeah,
But reading the chat and reading what
totally.
the people helps a little bit. So for now, I'm quite happy that I can do
Yeah,
this virtually. It helps a little bit, and yeah, but I don't want to think about it. Like when the time
yeah,
comes, it
totally.
comes. I'll be here. Until then, I'll do my best to
Same.
avoid spreading or avoid
Man.
whatever it is bad to do
Yeah,
about COVID. And
totally.
when time comes, comes. And now from Backbone to finish this, which is not a question at all. So later on, you can scold him. It is VIL. It's true that you're gonna do a podcast for Viniculum Spectrum Festival.
It's true.
Um, it's true.
I'll do
Okay.
that, brother. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Charge
I'll do
him.
that,
Charge him.
brother.
Like, yeah, I'll do it. But
Yeah,
but no,
that's
I'm joking. Don't charge him. But I will charge him just for
okay.
this.
Yeah,
Just for this. Like,
I want.
you're
I want.
getting free publicity, dude.
I'm gonna call my
Call
manager,
your
man.
manager.
Yeah,
Call your manager.
yeah.
And I'm gonna charge you for free publicity here. No, I'm joking. Of course
Yeah.
not. Like I always say this, guys. If you have any projects and things, feel free to talk about them as well. Like that's it. I support everything people does as long it's people are on the right mind. They don't do this as a bad thing. Whatever can help everybody survive and keep on. I always
Yeah,
support it.
totally.
Nuno, before finishing, anything you want to announce? Anything that you want to people know, like any upcoming music, any upcoming
Okay,
project?
I can tell about that. I
Only
can
if you
tell you
only
about.
if you're comfortable with
No, no,
that,
no, no,
dude.
no, no, no. I'm
Okay.
no, man. I'm not a shy guy. I can talk about that.
Free
I can
publicity
leave it.
time. Free publicity time.
Yeah.
Let's call it this way.
Okay, so next month, I'm gonna release a 1 hour podcast with 100% unreleased tracks on Erest Comuni, the new podcast from the podcast from Maron, the crew from Amsterdam, which I really like,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm really into
Mhm.
them. So it's 1 hour straight with unreleased tracks. Like
Mhm.
50% of them, they're not gonna
Get
came out.
released.
So
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy them. Then I have we're gonna release the fourth record on Hayes, which comes with me, solo track with me, Tumudo Norbak, and the collab with me and Krav.
Okay.
So me and Cravo and I, we got together a lot, and we are producing a lot of tracks together. And we got a release on Clockworks, two
Mhm. Nice.
tracks.
Mm-hmm.
split
Split EP.
collab EP.
Mm-hmm.
It's a collab EP
Okay.
with
Mm-hmm.
2 tracks only, like really vocally tracks. The thing I told you, but I'm gonna keep it on air only. So yeah,
Yeah, of course.
I'm really into. I'm really looking forward to that one. And yeah, and I think that's it. I have a few releases, but it's like really more intimistic labels. I have a Platform 22 from Flaws, which I really like the label. I really love it. It's a record coming. That one is a split with Fergus Sweetland,
Yeah.
Australian artist,
Australian
which I
artist. Yeah.
really like. I discovered myself. It's an amazing guy, amazing friend. I love him. I love him, man. And I'm gonna have a Paraíso EP, 5 tracks and vinyl from Escuro. You know
From
Paraíso?
school. Yeah. From
Yeah.
Paris. From
I'm gonna
school.
release that. Yeah, and that's for my releases until the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Until the end of the year,
For now.
I'm gonna release. For now, for now.
For
I have
now.
I have I'm working with BS1 from Shlomi Aber. Yeah, I might have another one until the end of the year, but I don't
Yeah.
have anything announced
Yeah.
or signed. But yeah, man, let's see.
Cool.
I think
Nice. Nice.
for music, it's gonna be a really good year. It's
Yeah.
almost
Nice.
closed for releases, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let's
Nice.
see.
Nice. Nice.
No gigs.
No. Yeah. No gigs.
No gigs.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
No.
nothing. But yeah,
Yeah.
all good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick with the music.
Music wise. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, from my side, the only thing that I want to let you guys know is
please.
next week, not only for the synth fans, okay, for everybody who likes music, actually. So next week, I will announce it. I will announce it on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, near that date. So on Thursday, I'll have 2 special guests with me on stream, okay,
Nice.
to talk about a new system. Okay, I can let you know this. It's a new system from Erika Synths, okay, in collaboration with Liquid Sky Berlin, which now Liquid Sky, who's
Nice.
this very old collective from Berlin, is now in Alentejo. So,
What?
yeah, Liquid Sky Berlin now is in Alentejo.
Amazing. I didn't know
The owner, the guy behind this, Ingmar,
that. Amazing.
is now living in near Santa Clara, the Lake Santa Clara.
Amazing, man. Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
So
Good place.
and I want to invite everyone who's curious about what I'll be showing up. I'll be doing and now I'm gonna be bold. Like I'll be doing
Let's
the
go.
world. I'm gonna
Go.
I'm gonna go do the worldwide premiere of this new system. Like I have the only one at my house. It's behind me, but nobody can see it yet. So on Thursday, I would like to invite everyone who has interest on synths, on knowing a little bit how synth people and synth manufacturers think, to join the stream, because we'll have Erika Synths, Liquid Sky on a talk to present it
I'll do that for sure.
and see
I'll
that.
I'm gonna go watch that one for sure.
And then I'll just do a small run up on the synth and do a small performance. But know this is the only thing that I'll let you know. It is not a techno system, okay? It is a synth inspired for these 2 main things: to do sci-fi and horror sounds for music.
Amazing. I'll
Okay.
go. I'm gonna watch that one.
It can do techno for sure. It can do techno, but it's not
We
meant
talked
for
about
that.
that. I talked about that before with the sci-fi thing for the pads and
Yeah.
the audio design. Oh man, I'm gonna be down to that
Yeah.
one for sure. Amazing.
So and yeah, about the hours. So it will start at 8 p.m. GMT, so 8 p.m. Portugal, 9 p.m. CET, so 9 p.m. main Europe. And for the American viewers, shit, I always forget. So -5 hours for the East Coast. So so it will be 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Yeah.
3 o'clock for those guys, and noon for the West Coast. Yeah, noon. Yeah, 20 minus 8, 12. Yeah, so it'll be noon.
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be it. And I hope you can
Sick.
join, and I hope you'll enjoy what I'll do with that
Send me a
system.
reminder. Send me a reminder on that
Oh,
one.
I
because
will.
wanna watch
I
that one.
will. I will nag you guys to support this
Nice.
because it's also very important to me to
Nice,
also
man.
be
That's
able to
amazing.
touch cool new stuff. And you know that I'm a geek
Yeah.
about scenes and shit. So so that's it. And yes,
Yeah.
reconnect. You can every stream I'll do will be for 14 days in Twitch, and next on the weeks following, I always upload everything to YouTube, so you can always rewatch. So Nuno,
Yeah.
thanks a ton for this, guys.
Man, thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this small talk we had, and yeah, and hope to see you soon here as well.
Man, same. Anytime.
So
Anytime, man. Really.
yeah. By the way, guys, anyone you guys want me to raid or anything, or anyone, because normally in Twitch there's this thing that we usually raid. Oops, I'm sorry. I had to do a quick thing here. Sorry, I had to pick up a Chrome window. Normally in Twitch we support each other, so we raid other people channels, and normally I ask if people have someone they would like to raid.
Yeah.
Nobody.
No.
Nobody.
No raids.
Okay, no raids. So I'm gonna raid one dude. He's online, and I hope he's doing this. It's a UK dude who plays drum and bass and jungle
Ah, nice.
with his grandmother.
Yeah. He's playing now?
I think so. So I'm gonna raid the dude, and,
Thank
and, 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 and and hopefully he's playing with his grandmother Jean. That will basically be it. So guys, let me see. Oh no, he's not with his grandmother. So no, I'm not gonna raid him. I'm gonna raid Brain Feeder. They have cool music. So
Ah,
guys,
nice.
see you next week. And thanks a ton
Shows.
for this. Okay.
Beijinhos.
Beijinhos, bye bye. Thanks to
Bye.
everyone who joined. Discord for the ones of you who want to keep on more about music production and everything. The Discord link is now on the chat. Join it. You'll have a ton of good time there. Bye bye, guys. See ya.
Ciao.